What's up?
What's up, people out there?
What's up, dogs? Yes.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Happy almost 4th of July.
Oh, everybody's decked out for 4th of July. I actually joined in.
Yeah.
Look, I wasn't. Unfortunately, I didn't. I don't have anything on 4th of July. Unfortunately,
It's all right.
I actually have my band T-shirt. That's about
That's
it.
as patriotic as it gets, right there, gentlemen.
This is for my daughter. She loves Stitch.
He said 4th of July.
Did you guys have a chance to watch that movie, by the way?
No, I have to go watch that. Every time I want to do it, I didn't have enough time to do it. I got to go check it out. I wasn't. I heard it was good.
Yeah,
I
heard it was really good.
A couple moments that are really funny.
Yeah, I
Big
heard
Rob, what's going on, my friend?
Rob's in the house. What's up, my friend?
Yes, sir.
We're going to be covering some stuff today. What's on the agenda today, gentlemen? The
So
caffeinated
today,
collector. Is that what that says?
are you caffeinated, my friend?
The irony. You look all quiet.
I am ready. No, I'm just waiting. I'm
Just waiting for it to kick in.
Waiting in the wings, man. I'm waiting.
It's different. It's a new person. Myers, at least the shape. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome and hang out and chat with us. We're just we're three knuckleheads that like to talk Halloween.
That's right. Now,
Yes.
speaking of movies, me and the lady got plans to watch The Black Phone tonight or something.
I'm hearing a lot of good things about that. Let me know how it is. I want to check
sir.
it out.
What's
Yes,
it called?
sir.
The Black Phone.
The Black Phone with Ethan Hawke.
The black phone?
Yep.
Wow, that's
Like
bright.
a telephone?
Yeah, the Black Telephone.
What is that about?
I don't know. I know some people get trapped and some weird stuff happens or something.
Hmm.
I don't want to lie to you.
Anyhow, so what else we got on the agenda? We were going to cover some albums, some music albums.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all of you people out there that are either watching it live or after the fact, we're going to be doing our usual spotlighting a Halloween collectible, which is going to be the Halloween Steelbooks. So hopefully, if you don't necessarily have the ones we're showing, maybe you'll see ones you don't have, and it'll inspire you to go pick them up. And we're going to do our top 10 albums, our personal top 10 albums, not top 10 albums of all time, because there's no such thing. I'm sorry. Our personal ones. So we're going to do Jason Goes to Hell, where after that movie, he belonged.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're also going to do a fantasy recasting of Halloween 2018.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it. A lot of information to cover. That's another one that you sent me a list that's like 38 people.
Yes, it was a very
45 people or some crap like that.
I said that, Mike's going to be like, oh,
Man,
God,
this
more.
is his fourth job. I didn't realize
Michael's like, more fucking homework? Seriously?
a lot of it. Well, definitely. Hey, y'all, thank you so much. But
Oh,
definitely.
nice. Oh, he's got customers. You got to make sure the customers are happy, which I don't blame him.
Yeah, the shop is already closed.
And it's shop, and that's cool too, because that's good when you go to a shop and somebody doesn't kick your ass out while you're still shopping. That shows that's character, and those are the people that I patronize, because and I'm that type of person. Like if I keep somebody after the fact, I make sure I buy something. It's like, look, I kept you after the time. It's your time now, so I'll make sure I buy something.
Yeah, he had just closed it right before we went live, and somebody walked in. He's like, "No, come on in."
Always
Cool about
good
it.
people.
Oh shit.
So we're having our good friend here, and as soon as Myers, is there any way to translate this from Spanish? Because I'm sorry, buddy, I'm not very good with Spanish.
They're saying, hello,
So-
my friends. He says, estoy ya soy español. So he's Spanish, or he speaks Spanish, and his
Yes.
bad English.
Okay, I apologize. I wish so. If Joe wants to translate, I will be showing you comments. Have any questions, but don't be shy. Ask us. I'm happy you're here, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, disculpa and said he's excuse my poor English.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy you're here, and we'll figure it out. So ask away, chime away, make fun of us, make fun of Joe, whatever you want to do.
He said he's sitting there. He said he's sitting there drinking.
Good man. I've been drinking. I'm gonna calm down on the podcast because I had a very long day of. We went to a local farmers market just for the hell of it, because the wife and I like to go to those farmer markets.
What do you got to borrow a farmer for?
Yeah,
what
we
that
went
is?
there for a farmer or two. We settled for one. So we went to the farmer's market, and who do I run into but a girl I went to like grade school with from like 30 years ago.
That's dope.
So her and her daughter were there. We spent the day with them. We took them to lunch, and then of course, while we were there, we ran into other people we knew. We started hanging out with them. I went to a party up the block with my harmonica player from my band, and that's why I was 5 minutes late.
What kind of set?
So I was rushed.
What kind of set were you doing with your band?
No, it was at his house. He was having a 4th of July party. We didn't play. I'm going after the podcast. I'm going to go back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he told me, he's like, we usually do like an acoustic thing. So I'm going to bring my acoustic and we'll go sit on his deck. He's got a place right over a lake. So we'll sit out by the lake and just jam for a little bit. So I said, I'll come back after the podcast.
Oh, that's tight.
Microsoft Word. Ding. So let's talk about something before I fall asleep. What do we got going? What's the first one you guys want to cover today, gentlemen?
Well, I will bring this up real quick. I put this together in a bit of a haze last night. Just wishing our country a 4th of July, and I'll see you guys in a second. Happy 4th of July, people. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Be safe. Don't do anything dumb. The only thing I would do, please.
Yeah, don't do anything dumb.
But we do have a large agenda ahead, so let's move along. So first things first, as we try to do with every podcast, there's always the burning. Oh, hold on a second. We always want to know the burning question. What's new in Michael's horror and pinball?
Nice.
So that's the burning question. Help us out.
Bring me in, if you would. Oh, yes, the horror. We'll get mobile. I'm starting to get used to this a little bit, and I'm moving around.
Nice.
But, can you bring me in?
I could. Yes. You're gonna do it. Give us something. I'll bring you the other man. There you go.
There we go, you guys.
He's on the move.
The only thing better than one mic, two mics. Oh, you made it one again. Anyway,
Yes.
so we replenished some cool stuff to wait, which one are we looking at here?
Look at you.
We want the other one.
Which one?
You want the phone to be the one that's spotlighting.
Well, that's up to you.
Let me see.
Oh, you want me to bring? There's another thing here. Hold on a second. That is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
There you go.
we
Yes.
can just do that. If you want
I'll
to single one out,
I could do that. Hold on 1 second. I can bring it in, and now it's showing you. Hold on. Let me see if there's a way to do it.
Okay. See, just when I thought we were on top of it. I'm just kidding. So anyway,
Yeah.
we'll just go with it.
It's not, for some reason, it's not letting me single that one out. I could single you out, but not that one. I don't know why.
Check that out.
Oh, dude. When'd you get those? Oh, you bought those at the
Yes, replenishing some of the stuff because, with the collection. And if you saw, I did end up purchasing quite a bit of these.
It's not letting me do it. I'm trying. Sorry. I thought there was a. Michael, take it off. Take it off mute. Maybe it'll let me do it.
Take this off mute.
Take. Oh yes, the horror off of mute. Let me see if it'll let me do it.
There.
Hold on,
How's that? Can you hear that better?
Hold on.
Portraying.
It's not letting me do it for some reason. All right, put it back on mute. I don't know why it's not letting me single that one out. I can single you out.
Sorry, gang. So you'll just have to.
Sorry.
Look. I'll talk louder.
Yeah, put that on. Yeah, put it back on mute. Yep, there you go.
All right. So, anyways, I'm looking in the display here, but a lot of good custom work.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
I wish I was the type that remembered the names. That's a bad thing. I meet a ton of people at these things, and I want to remember every single one of their names so I can give them the proper credit. You know what I mean? Can we?
So is that the stuff you
link
bought
or
last
something?
week? Did you buy that stuff last week at the show that you showed us? That's You know what? If you can figure out their names afterwards, I'll throw them up there. Give them props because that's nice stuff.
And then, I'm sorry. Say that one more time. What you say, dude?
That was all the stuff you picked up at the show last week, correct?
That is correct.
So if you know their name, I'll throw it up here after the fact and even put it in the description.
Indeed.
So if you're watching this after the fact, I'll put their info in the description so you guys can see and hook up with them, because that's some nice stuff.
Absolutely. Nice people. Can't remember their names either. It was a nice lady.
Joe made me buy that old lady rug for the shop.
Did you show off? That rug is amazing, man.
That rug is nice, man. I would have picked that up too.
Of everything he got, I love that the most.
Yeah, I would have grabbed that too.
It was pretty gangster. But yes, other than that, we have a very exciting couple of orders coming in with our vendors, our wholesalers, like Trick or Treat and stuff like that. We got a giant order coming in. I'm looking forward to showing everybody with some really exciting stuff. I was actually told some exciting news I can't share, unfortunately, but there's some cool stuff coming out to be really, really excited for. But we're also doing the pre-orders still for the Halloween 2 and the Halloween 6
yes, I gotta get with you
figures from Trick or Treat. So they're $200. But yes, just hit us up right there on michaelshorrorpins.com on the website. You'll be able to see a spot that says shop. Click that, and you'll be able to do the pre-order there, and everything will go right through. But yeah, they are actually talking about part 2. They're afraid it might sell out.
Oh yeah.
All right, so make sure you put one aside for me. I got to get on that thing. I had a crazy busy week. I'll tell you guys after the fact. But I definitely want the H2. So I'll reach out to you. So is it you? If I go online, can they reach out to? It's not Bartholomew, correctly? It's somebody else now.
I'm trying to make me one giant me. There, I'm one giant me. Do you see that? This is very hard. My old ass legs are shaking like a son bitch.
Don't move.
Trying to balance on this damn chair with my tiptoes to make that happen, and I get zero response. Thank you, gang. Appreciate it.
If I get on the website and do it, so I'll do it after the fact, because it's not Bartholomew anymore, correct?
Yes. Yep. Always still the same crew, just moving around like you do.
Nice.
But yeah.
So Big Joe, anything new? You're home, so show us if you have anything new.
Well, I'm mobile. I'm over here at MB's in New Braunfels, so I'm not at my place. But
okay, you're your better half.
Yeah. We kind of go back and forth, but she. Now we're just here relaxing. I actually made some burgers and everything, and we're just here kicking it, staying out of the heat. But no, what's new? What's today? Now this is an important weekend. The big deal happened back in 1776. Independence Day. We get to collect and enjoy what we do
because of that.
Because of that, it's a lovely weekend. So I like to just kind of chill and play it safe. And in terms of something new, I was able to get the all-cloth NECA from Ace Ventura from Shady Acres.
Nice.
It's the put me in, coach. Just give me a chance. I'm open. Yeah, so I was able to cop that and something else I don't remember, but it's back at my place. But no, just kind of just happy. And I was talking to Michael earlier. I got up early, like at 5 this morning, had an assignment due, and I actually passed it. And I'm one class closer to getting my master's degree, so I'm super excited.
Congrats,
awesome, dude. Congrats, my friend. That's awesome.
3 more classes and I'm done. 3 more classes and I'm done. So. And that's new with me. That's it. That's all.
Awesome. Yeah. I didn't have anything come in today. I only had one thing come in this week. I do have a few things that I've had my eye on. I actually posted this on Instagram today. So this is Horror Show number 1. This is an Italian comic book trade show comic book.
Whoa!
I like the font on the top.
Is that a legit comic book for real?
Yes, this is Chaos Comics, but it's an Italian version of Chaos Comics.
I never saw that one.
So it has stories by the only people you probably recognize is Daniel Farrens, because everybody knows who Daniel Farrens is. So stories in there. But the coolest thing about it is let me just move my mic out of the way. If you look, if I could find it real quick in the dark, it's got a whole Italian backstory, which I can't read in Italian. I could kick my mother in the ass for not teaching me Italian because she spoke fluent Italian. All my family did. Tells you the whole story, the whole story of Halloween 1, 2, and 3. So if you can see this, it's got the picture there.
Oh, nice.
And it's got
the head on fire.
My comments are coming in weird. So you got it, Big Rob. You got it. You know that.
some other photos like this. It's got a lot of behind the scenes photos, and it's I'm gonna put a lot of it into Google Translate to see what it actually says. Tales of the Jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I saw this pop up and I had to snag it. So I had to add that to my comic book collection. I never saw it before. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know Chaos Comics did versions in Italian. So now I know. More shit to collect.
They just call it El Chaos.
Yeah.
That's a cool nickname, El Chaos.
That's good. That's good. No, I'm super gel now.
So yeah, that was it. It was a quiet week on that front. A couple other things I did. For those out there that are waiting for the Living Dead dolls, the Halloween 3 pack, I got noticed that they shipped. So if you ordered them, they're coming. Mine's supposed to be here on Tuesday.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, you reminded me. I bought 2 of those multicolored Michael Myers pops. Mine shipped, and they should be here within the week.
And I saw people were getting. Yeah, is that the glow in the dark ones?
Yeah, they're kind of like purple, yellowish.
Yes,
whatever.
I saw people were getting those, and I got notification mine shipped. So I'm waiting for that as well.
Those are sweet.
My good friend Rob's in the house. What's up, Michael? Too. Oh, so Michael, Rob's gonna hit you up for a pre-order.
Yes, and I got Big Rob taken care of always.
Yes.
Congrats,
Congrats, Joe. I'm just trying to check in.
Definitely.
You have the German version of that? I have to see a picture of that. Throw a picture of that one up when you get a chance. I'd like to see that. My son will be all over that. Anything German, my son's all over that.
Do we still have anything coming from the Romano collection?
Even the German women.
Yes, nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
Gunther! I work for a German company. I can tell you stories, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole because I'll get in trouble.
Hey, good boy. That's a good boy right there.
Not going down that rabbit hole. Actually, I do have something that was here last week, but we never got to it because we were having a lot of fun at the con. These, I'll show them up real quick. These are some lobby cards, which everybody knows if you watch the podcast. I'm a big fan of any promotional stuff from the actual movie. So these are French lobby card, original French lobby cards from H1. So I'll show some of them.
Oh, La France.
So
wow,
oui. Where that shows
oui.
What'd you say in French? Muy grande.
Muy grande, oui, oui.
What I found intriguing is the stills that they pick. That they actually pick are always interesting. You know, some of them are like, why did you pick that? Oh, she's upside down. She's knocking on the door and most people know when we did our Halloween goofs and gaffs, she's banging on the door and the handle's on the other side, as you can clearly see.
Yeah, that's so cool, man.
I might have to do another one of those again. So is this upside down? Hold on. Yes. These are all the photos.
Dude, that's sweet, bro.
See, I just adore this original promotional stuff. I'm sorry. Like, figures are cool. Like, just his hand bursting through the thing.
Yeah, just a hand.
Just a hand.
I mean, I love this movie so much. That's a badass picture of it. Just a fucking
You love
hand.
just his hand. How cool is
just
that?
Just a hand.
Yeah. And hold on. This is...
that's killer.
This is... Yes.
Nice.
A good one. The centering's weird.
Yes, they're odd the way they do them. And you know what? We're looking at it, and of course, who can forget this one? This is one of my favorite shots, of course. Everybody's favorite shot. Ghost Bob.
That's dope.
That's a beautiful thing, sir.
Yes, sir.
Zero.
And I thought this is only... I mean, a lot of them duplicate. If you follow the European lobby cards, a lot of the stills tend to repeat. This is the only one that I know of in the French one that actually shows this one. Annie getting choked.
Oh, yeah.
The
cross-eyed.
Yeah, a lot of... where she did her beautiful...
Yeah.
Oh. And you're like, seriously? Come on.
Hey, speaking of goofy moments in that movie, I discovered another couple of bloopers, man. If you look in the background when they're walking around, they have a ton of like car misplacements. Did you ever notice that?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh
Do me
my
a
God.
write that down, and we'll do a revisited where we find other things. I'm all up for that. 'Cause
I
I'm
think
always
we're going to
finding
keep
stuff.
finding them forever. That's a good plan.
This, I will say, was one of the coolest photos. Now, this would be in the poster would be freaking awesome if I can get it right. Hold on, without the
Dude, that's killer, bro.
Whoa.
That is such a great shot.
That's good.
That would be an
dope.
awesome poster.
Absolutely.
Could you send me a picture of that, Big Dog?
I'll scan a real good picture of it.
Yeah, I'd like to
You
see
put that shit on a T-shirt, bro.
And here, I shot him 6 times.
I need another drink.
Give me another scotch. I need 2 more cubes. Damn it!
Where's my assistant with my drink?
And then
That's
the
funny.
girls. Isn't that Ben Tramer?
Is it that Devon Graham?
Is that Devon Graham? I'm sorry. Yep. Is that Devon Graham? I'm sorry. Yep. Wrong one. And yeah, and there's a lot of them. There's
Joe thinks he's cute.
the old choke scene right before we see Tony Moran's 2 seconds of fame.
For FTP.
Just barely clocks in a little bit more than the dog trainer.
FTP.
Yes.
FTP.
And actually, this is another one that the French ones are actually a lot cooler than most of them. That's a great shot.
Ah,
that's a good
Viva
one.
la France.
Give me a kiss. I had a long day at work.
Hey, get out of me!
French fries, French kissing. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Actually, this should have been before it. That's just right before it.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. That's a cool one too.
That's good.
These are some. They're great shots. I'm telling you, they're just. And
That's what she said.
Well, I might have gone. Yeah, so that was the last of them, because I want to go back and show them again. So that's those that you guys know me. I love those stills, and they just because a lot of them are stills that you didn't see in the actual films 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
The same thing with teaser trailers. If you watch a teaser trailer, 9 out of 10 times it's not what you saw in the movie.
Yeah.
They take bits and pieces, so it deflects you from actually seeing the real thing, like they did with 2018.
Yeah.
So that is what I had this week. I've got my eye on a few other things, and they'll come in due time.
No, very good, my friend. Very nice stuff, dude. I mean,
Thank you, gentlemen.
that is some sexiness on a different
And the
level.
scary thing is, there's still more to come from that collection that I put. If Michael's out there watching, what's up, Mike?
So, buddy,
I'm going to reach out to you and see if, because he was talking about meeting up with me and Brett at Monster Mania, so I have to reach out to him and see if he's going to meet up with us.
Nice.
mm-hmm.
I might be reaching out to some people pretty soon myself, because I'm getting back into wanting to replace some of the key items that have sold
Thank you,
over
Rob.
the months.
Mm-hmm.
Like looking at our buddy in the corner there. That's nice to have back.
Thank you, my friend.
Yo,
The Hobo Myers is going to be cool to have back.
I looked everywhere, dude. I didn't find that at that place.
You can. They're just a lot of money, is all.
And that's the thing that gills me. I'll be honest with you. I don't think. Excuse me, as I burp. I don't think there was one piece of Rob Zombie's stuff that I did not have. I had everything, because I collected it from day one, from 2007 on. And I think before we did the podcast is when I sold it all off, because I got offers to get more original stuff, which meant more to me. Not that I do enjoy the 1 and 2 the Rob Zombie movies, but I bought all that stuff when it came out, so I paid face value. So it was what I sold that stuff for. I'm telling you, like that figure that we're looking at right now, I paid $10 for it.
Yeah.
I probably sold it for $200.
Oh, yeah, you try to get it.
I
Trying to
told
get
you
it
the
back.
story, the door hanger thing where you push the button. I still have one on my door. I showed you the picture of it, Joe. I still have it on the door. I have one on the door in my garage that still works. I paid $2 for them. and I sold it for like $150. So,
Dude, you try to get anything like that, it's stupid.
yeah. And
So Steve,
I tell people, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed those, but I made the decision. I love the first 3 movies more than any of them. So when I had the opportunity to get that stuff, I'm like, well, something's got to go.
Did you say the first 3?
The first 3. I know you hate the
hear
third
too
one.
good.
Let's
sure
not
did.
go down there. Let's not
I
go down
can't
there.
hear because I could have swore he said 3.
Let's
Like
not
this
go
thing
down-
is really low, and I got to get really
Let's
close.
not go down that rabbit hole, young man.
Fine. One pass.
I'll say the
today,
first-
since it's 4th of
4.
July weekend.
The first one. And actually, speaking of part 4, I got something really cool coming. Hopefully, it comes next week.
Oh
shit.
man, part 4.
You can't tease us like that. Don't be a tease.
It all depends on how quickly it comes from. I think it's Italy.
Oh shit. In Italiano.
Italiano. Eh?
Italiano. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Don't be a-
most of the Italian I know was bad words that my grandmother used to yell at me. Sfacime.
That's right.
Yeah. Marona. Yeah, mother.
Era Marone. Yes, right.
Sfacime. Yeah, I thought my name was Sfacime, which son of a bitch.
Big Steve picked up some damn Halloween 2 boxer draws.
You picked up some chonies.
You all wear those? Y'all wear your Halloween chonies in real life to bed?
Hell
Be
yeah.
honest. I know Joe has to. You got the
Bro.
personality. You would have to wear those.
Bro, it's an evolution of what you wear. I wore Ninja Turtle chonies as a kid. Then you kind of slowly move your way up.
If I wore Halloween boxes and I was trying to, and I looked at the wife like, "Come on, I got the boxes on." She'd be like, "Yeah, get the hell out of here."
So, yeah, you ain't
The night
stabbing-
he came alone.
The night he came, quick.
She's like, you ain't stabbing me with that thing. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, that's funny. That's
That's
very
a good
funny.
one. That's a good
Speaking
one.
of which, so I'm excited to get into the music category. That was a kind of good one. I had a family member that used to like harass me in a religious way for having a Quiet Riot album because it said "Come on, feel the noise," but "come" was
Love
spelled
Quiet Riot.
C-U-M. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
But they did.
Yeah.
But noise was spelled with a Z too. You just reminded me of that. I can't wait to get into music.
Well, hold on. We're gonna have I'm interested because we're in a couple different generations, and I want to know what y'all are gonna say about my picks, man. I'm really
So, gentlemen, this is our podcast. We can move things around. So you tell me what you want to do first.
Whatever
That's
y'all
where
want.
we go. So we can do. Actually, we could probably get this out quick. I don't have much to say about Jason Goes to Hell other than
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
So
Let's
we
get
can
that out the way.
we can get that out of the way right away, and
Done.
then we can move on to either 2018 recast or top 10 albums. I mean, you guys tell me. I'm
Let's
game.
do Jason albums and then recast.
Yes, because
The recast, we have
I
fun.
don't have much to say about Jason Goes to Hell other than it sucked.
It fucking sucked.
So,
I hated it.
and I didn't even have much to go on as I was trying to do an intro because I don't even own it. Most of the movies I take clips. I took this from YouTube. Don't tell anybody. So we'll be right back.
Horror has many faces. Death wears many different masks. But pure evil wears only one. And this is your final chance to see it. Jason Goes to Hell. The final Friday.
Biggest mistake in cinema history.
Man.
Jason versus Freddy.
They chose to do this as opposed to Freddy versus Jason. I can't believe it. Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
But
Yeah,
we did
I-
end up with Freddy versus Jason.
I mean, we did, but we had to sit through this piece of.
and it turned out to be a phenomenal thing. But we're not here to discuss
I'll
that
be-
awesome movie, are we? We're here to discuss this fucking dumpster fire.
Well, a little fun fact: the original title was Friday the 13th, The Dark Heart of Jason Voorhees. That was
I wouldn't doubt it. Did you
that
know
was the
that
original
Black
title.
Doctor was the guy from Rocky V that played the Don King character?
Oh yeah. He was a bubble.
Yes. Yes.
If you were to say, okay, you know what, while you're watching Rocky 5, oh, you're gonna like this guy in the new Jason movie. He eats Jason's heart and becomes Jason for a while. You go, what the fuck? What? Like, just explaining that movie is like the beginning of like next level stupid, because like Jason takes Manhattan. Sure, there's complaints, but for the most part, people, at a glance go, oh, Jason's in Manhattan. What will they think of next? That's quirky. But then Jason Goes to Hell is just like, if you dare explain what's going on in that movie to any rational, normal breathing motherfucker, that they are not going to receive it well. It sounds stupid. It was stupid. I mean, you knew it wasn't going to be serious right from the beginning with his chewed bubblegum ass looking head, stupid ass
For
mask.
Christ's sake, they blew him up.
Yeah, they blew him up.
Yes, and then all of a sudden the doctor gets all romantic and starts chewing on it and shit. His heart.
What the hell was that? What possessed him to start chewing on that? That I don't understand. That was the thing. Like I actually went back and rewatched it this week because I haven't watched it in a long time because it sucks. So I said, let me go back and revisit it. And so I watched it. It was on some streaming site for free because I sure as fuck wasn't going to pay for it. So I watched it and I'm like, what possessed him to chew on that?
Wow.
That I don't understand. Other than the fact he was like possessed by it, I guess. That was their theory. He was possessed.
Devon Graham sounds like a porn name. I never thought of that, but it kind of fucking does, doesn't it?
Dirk Diggler. Chester Rockwell.
You know. That's funny.
Yeah. He hung below.
What's that say? In the 78 movie, Jamie tells the kids to go to the bosses, and who is the neighbor in the movie he wanted on it? Anybody?
I'm sorry, what? Hey. Well, she tells us to go down to the Mackenzie's house.
Yeah.
But the neighbor in the movie, actually, the voice was Tommy Lee Wallace. It wasn't actually the actor. It was overdub from Tommy Lee Wallace. So I don't know who the guy actually was that actually played it. Been trick-or-treated to death tonight.
Are you talking about Halloween 2?
Yeah, is that what he was talking about? Hold on. Yeah, he said Halloween 78 movie. Jamie tells the kids to go to Wallace's. Who was the neighbor in the movie? Worked on it anyway. So I'm assuming he's talking about the neighbor that comes out after he said, because she sends him to the Mackenzie's house.
He says the Mackenzie's, yeah.
Right, the Mackenzie's house. And if you watch Halloween 2, the guy that came out, it's not his voice, it's overdubbed. It's actually Tommy Lee Wallace.
That's right.
It's his voice.
It's Tommy Lee Wallace saying what?
I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight. That's Tommy Lee Wallace's voice.
That dude just was like the man that just did it all for that movie. I mean, for those that don't know, which I'm sure by now most people do, he's the one that made the mask and everything.
Oh, he was he don't get enough credit. He really doesn't.
And then when you meet him, you see his list of credits and stuff. You're like, holy hell. Like the original It is his movie and shit. Like
the best one, by the way.
What you mean, dude? It's good, but it ain't as good as the new one. Not the newest, but the first new one.
We'll debate that shit later. No.
With this movie, Brett's on target because you don't really see a lot of Jason. You just see, the only time you ever see Jason is when somebody looks in a mirror and realizes they've been possessed by him.
And that doesn't really look like Jason. That looks like he changed into some farmer's clothes or some shit. He's got like a tucked in like button up shirt all of a sudden and shit. Yeah. He looks like he's wearing a Canadian tuxedo, all denim and shit.
That would be me. Like, I'd be all drunk somewhere, and I look in the mirror, hoping to see, like, a really good-looking guy, and I see a guy like Jason. I'm like, yeah, it figures.
It's fucking gross.
Because you just look, it's like, wow, this guy's great looking. He looks awesome. I want that guy.
That's funny. What are we talking about? Good-looking
guys? If you had to rate it, Patrick, what would you give it?
So here's the deal. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Here's the deal. I remember when it came out, I saw it in the theaters, and I walked out of there with the same premise, same thing I'd say about it now is that it definitely sucked. I'm sorry. It does no rewatch value whatsoever.
No.
I don't understand why they did what they did. You know, The girl in the beginning who was hot as hell, some tater tots. It was an FBI agent undercover to trap him and blow him up for whatever reason.
That demon thing crawling in the ladies
like-
who.
Yeah, it's like, yes. So, like, why did you have to blow him up? I don't understand that. And then, but the biggest thing is, like, when they get it in the coroner's office, I mean, understand you're being possessed, but what possessed them to eat the heart?
Especially after like 9 years in medical school or whatever, you become a doctor and then just like, fuck it, I'll eat
Like,
this
I'm
heart.
possessed. Let's eat this disgusting heart. Yeah.
So dumb.
Look, there's some good Friday the 13th, and I could be biased because you have those people that get pissed off because they think Halloween people are elitists. Look, there's some Halloween movies that suck, and there's some Friday the 13th movies that suck. But I'm sorry, out of them all, I gave a pretty decent ranking to most of the Friday the 13th because I do up to this point I pretty much enjoy them all. This one to me is like I'd rather go get an enema than watch this movie. So I would give it a solid 2.
Nice.
All right. And I
Good,
think
good
I could cover this pretty quick too. I would give it the exact same rating. And that's because Kane Hodder was in the costume.
That's the only reason I gave it a 2.
You wouldn't know that though, because he ain't really moving around a whole hell of a lot. You know what I mean? And the angles are weird. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but do you remember that
Steve's
scene
bringing up the hoo-ha.
where
Yep.
he like sprang? Yes, is that what you were gonna say?
And now Steve's right, and that little demon thing crawling in that lady's hoo-ha.
That's funny.
That's
know
great.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a shite sandwich.
And I'll be honest, I hadn't watched it in years, and I figured, you know what, let's before the podcast, let me just revisit it. And I found it for free because I sure as fuck wasn't going to pay for it.
You better not pay for it.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for the ADD, I'll bet you we
No.
could cover both of those pretty quickly, like right now. This one and the next one.
And
But
Jason X.
yes, because it's going to be so. But that's all right. It'll give us more time.
Well,
for
wait,
other
yeah,
subjects.
we'll do it next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's and I'm just going through it. The concept is very similar to the movie from the 80s called The Hidden. Yes, actually, Brett, that's good. I have never put that two and two together. The Hidden, I saw The Hidden. Yes, and actually, The Hidden was a lot better by a long shot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
On the Friday the 13th subject, did y'all happen to watch that 13 fanboy that Pamela Voorhees made? Or
No.
what's her name? What's her name?
Sue?
The one from part 5.
Yeah,
Sue? Debbie Sue?
My favorite, Debbie Sue Voorhees.
Debbie. That's what. There you go, Debbie.
Big
Voorhees.
big fan.
Two big
yeah.
fans.
2 reasons why.
fans. Big fans. They're
Big fans.
Hank. I don't know why that was so fun.
Come on.
I mean, I did.
And to this day, if you look at her, she's still beautiful.
She's a stunning woman.
She's
to
still a
this day.
a
I had
dying
the privilege
piece.
to meet her. She's just beautiful.
She's still a dying piece.
Yeah.
Is that the pinball or somebody gonna devour
We're
you?
getting some ice. That's an ice machine.
Is that what that is? It sounds like somebody getting eaten alive. I'm like, is that the pinball
So
machine?
you
eating
see,
somebody?
you hear somebody getting eaten alive, you just assume it's at the horror and pin shop.
I thought it was the
That makes
pinball
sense.
machine.
That was the ice machine. Sorry.
All right, so I gave it a solid 2.
Michael?
Michael gave it a solid 2. What about you, Big Joe?
All right, first entry in the 90s. Was it 93? Fucking major disappointment. Better movies released prior, which is amazing. Fun fact, the heart that was used when he was eating on it is the same heart they used in From Dusk Till Dawn. You know, Monkey Man?
Oh,
where
I didn't know
he
that.
ripped The heart. Yeah! And the heart,
Yes.
yeah,
He pulls it
Tom
out. He's
Savini-
like,
Tom Savini stabs it with a pencil. It's the same heart they used.
I
thought it
didn't
was a
know
fun
that.
fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact. But
Did
no,
Savini do the effects for Jason Goes to Hell?
I don't think so. No, I don't think he was associated with that shit at all.
I don't remember because I didn't. Usually, I try to read credits of movies I enjoy. I didn't enjoy that, so I didn't give a shit. So I'm just asking.
Not yet. Steve brings up a good point. The ending with Freddie Glove coming out because New Line Cinema took over the rights, so they were able to morph the two together. So that's a good point there, Steve.
Rob's right.
no.
There's 2 hours I'm never getting back.
Yeah, no, that movie. There was that. Is that the one kill where he stabs her and he rips her in half or some shit? Or one of the taking over Jasons? Am I thinking about that right?
I'm trying to go through the because, like I said, I'll be honest. The first time I watched it in a long time was this week. So there was the hoo-ha thing. Obviously, he eats the heart.
Stabs the girl. They're having sex in the tent. Then she gets ripped in half. That was one of the best things I've ever remember.
That was one of the best things. There was a lot of tater tots in that.
Yeah, that scene, but the kill where she like splits open, that was fucking amazing.
Tater tots, what? What?
Yeah,
tater tots. They were in tent in the beginning.
What else was there? There's nothing's really memorable, man. That guy dressed up as a cowboy. He was kind of like pervy. That guy was pervy. Duke, whatever.
Yeah, and the guy where they're both in the two cells. And the one guy's talking to him, and the guy keeps breaking the guy's fucking fingers. They keeps letting him do it.
Yeah, and you remember the effects when he bashed that head into that fat chick's face, and she looked all Looney Tune, face squished.
Oh yeah, he hit her jaw in.
Her face, her face gets pushed, and she's like.
And didn't they have that chick that was like on Silver Spoons? Wasn't she in there and killed in an awkward, like, not important way? Refresh my memory. How does she?
Yeah, in the diner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just she just dies.
I remember getting killed. Like I said, I don't remember that well because I had to go back and watch again because it sucks so bad. I wouldn't go back and watch it. So I went back and revisited it just so I'd have a little bit more refresher so I could at least talk about it and rank it. But the scene in the diner was ridiculous. Even the ending of it, where he gets pushed into the ground and all of a sudden, Freddy's glove comes out and it's like, you were like, what? It's like, what was that all about?
That's my score. A 1.
Big 1.
Yeah.
Uno. Done.
Yep.
Next subject.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on.
Come on, say hello.
We don't need to transition away from that in some kind of delicate way. Let's just leave it the shit sandwich that it is in the damn dumpster fire where it belongs.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Cheers to Jason Goes to Hell.
I hear a lady's voice. Wait a minute. I hear a lady's voice.
It's my wife. She's sitting over here, and I told her, I said, why don't you come on and say hello? And she's like, no, I'm not coming over.
Said hell to the no.
Tell her, don't mind Michael. Tell Joe said hi.
Yeah, come say hello now.
Mary Beth is right here.
Come talk to Joe's better half. She's a sweetheart.
As we are protecting identities.
There she is. Hi. Come here. Say hello. Mary Beth saying hi. She's like, she's over there with my dog.
His watch coming.
Oh.
Come on. Quick. Just pop your head in. Come on, she's right here.
MB is all the fun games. Milton Bradley, remember that?
That's right, Milton Bradley.
Play Twister.
Pop your head in. Come on, quick. Just look at the green light and say hi.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
She's having a drink. That's why she's saying hi.
Absolutely.
Hey, I missed. I didn't see it. It's all the way down there.
Michael didn't say, come back. Michael didn't say, come back.
I don't want to have to watch this thing again.
Wait, where's my Tony Robbins fan?
Hey,
this is Tony Robbins fan.
Oh, he's up there. He's that guy over there.
Yes. I know exactly where it is. I'm going to send that tomorrow.
She can't hear because I have the headphones on, so I don't get the blowback. Hold on. Can you hear it now?
Talk. How you doing there?
Good. How are you?
Oh, we're living the dream, just hanging out.
Good.
Yeah.
It's nice to finally see you. It's awesome.
That book is called Life Force. I get pretty messed up, and I talk on the phone, and I get pretty messed up, and I get
Me too.
Stuff.
We're like, I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say.
Well, you guys were on the phone for like 2 hours.
We're like twinsies.
It's a great subject. She is a very intelligent person, and I don't have a whole lot of those
Really,
around.
you got that from that conversation? You're
smarter than me, I'll tell you that.
Definitely smarter than you.
I agree. 100%.
No.
Oh. It was nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Very nice to meet you too.
Good to see you.
All right, let the dog out because I can hear him barking. He's like, rah, rah, rah.
All right, yeah.
Fantastic.
Carry on.
See you patriotic today.
Thank you, honey.
So you could definitely tell we were out having a couple of drinks, and she actually came on the podcast. That's a rare occasion.
Hey, that's that's a monumental thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. We're finally wearing her down, man.
Totally unrelated to the podcast. We had a good weekend. The two of us have been we're one step closer to come visiting you guys. Put it that way.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Because
to the yeah.
we've been looking. I think I told either one of you on different occasions. We've been in the market for a camper. I think I told
Oh,
one of you
really?
guys. Remember we
Really?
talked
Or
about?
buying?
Well, we bought a camper yesterday.
Oh, you bought one?
Shit. You bought a
Yeah,
camper?
We bought
That's
a 30,
amazing.
32-foot pull behind with a bathroom, a bedroom, bunkhouse, outdoor refrigerator, and little grill area, shower, all
Wow.
that shit. What a
If you
push
plan
out,
on
so-
coming to San Antonio, make sure you plan that to be your last stop because I'm going to try to tag along with you if you go anywhere
I know.
else.
So now we bought the trailer first. So this week we're going to go out and buy a truck to pull it. Because something's got to
That's-
pull it.
That's great, man.
So we're one step closer. So we kept saying we're going to go because we want to travel. We want to just jump in someplace and say, okay, this week we're going here and go camp out somewhere. And, so
Dude,
we're one
you
step
can
closer,
take
brother.
You can
One
take the
step
podcast
closer.
on the road, brother. Podcast is mobile now.
So the podcast can be mobile.
Speaking of podcasts, too, homies, I upgraded our StreamYard account, so now we should be able to put it on the Facebook at the same time.
Oh, did you? I didn't know that. Oh,
Yes.
That's awesome.
So we can actually do this. I was going to talk to you about it, and shame on me. We could have been on top of it and done it tonight, but starting next week, we'll probably just throw Facebook page either. Hopefully, we could add both of the Facebook pages, the Halloween movie collector page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and then like the horror and pins page. That'd be great. But
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
work behind the scenes with that. That's awesome. And also now that so what I had told you about in the beginning is if you have the free, oh, I didn't even notice that. I know you paid for it. You know how I know you paid for it?
Huh.
All right, watch my finger. Look up here. The StreamYard logo is not there anymore.
It's gone.
It's only
used
there
to
when it's
take
free.
over. Yeah.
They leave it there when it's free. I didn't never notice that.
really,
Yes, they do. So we can put our own logo right there. I'll work on it.
fat titties. I'm telling you, dude, we're moving on up. Fucking east side.
To the east side.
Fucking east
To
apartment.
deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up.
Whoa!
I
you
want
got
whatever
honey
it
in
is
your
y'all
voice
are
today,
taking.
Patrine.
Dude, I had a long day, brother.
I mean,
apologize.
whatever the fuck it is y'all took today. Man.
I was
That's
partying
about
all
it.
day today. I apologize. And like I said, I was with the wife partying if she came on here.
Yeah,
Y'all were-
sounds
you
like
were
a fun
just as-
time over there. That's where
Yeah.
the party needs to be.
And it was actually the guy that's in my band that plays background guitar and plays harmonica. It's his house around the corner. He's got a house on the lake. So we're probably going to go back there after this and hang out there too. So, but I digress. I'm looking forward to, we're going to do the fantasy recasting of 2018. We also have the Steelbooks. Let's get the Steelbooks out of the way. We'll show.
Sure, I
like-
actually had more things made of steel than I thought in that.
I might have missed a couple because I grabbed some, and of course I rushed in here. So I'll show what I have, and you believe me, fill in the blanks of what I missed. So I'll do this real quick so we can do that because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm looking forward to the top 10 albums.
I'm waiting for that, and
Yeah,
y'all can do that. Y'all can do the Steelbooks. I'm mobile.
Because I like stuff like that because it tells a lot about a person. And
Holy
so
smokes!
let's do this. We're gonna do this right here.
Well, there you go. That's all of them.
Good night. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Bye,
Thanks for
everybody.
coming.
We'll see you next week. Patrine done covered it all for some reason.
I say Pat blows the load before everybody even starts.
Premature.
Well, we still got a lot of ground to cover with this, my friend. There was a lot more involved than I thought.
I probably missed a few. I grabbed some here. I probably did miss a few, so I'll be honest with you. So
All right.
I actually, they're in no particular order because I didn't do that. I guess I had zero time.
This is where I sit back and enjoy the ride.
So I'm trying to.
I got 22. It looks like few are doubles, but 22.
Wow, you definitely have more than me. This was 2018. This is actually the European version, which came with a poster, which is hanging on my wall, which I should have took it down. Came with a poster. Did you get that one, Michael?
I like that font.
I think so. Yeah, but
it came with a poster.
Mix. I didn't know. I didn't look for those.
I put the poster on the wall.
Burn it.
What? Wait a second. The wife is watching it. I think she wants to come back. You want to come back on? You sure?
No.
She's watching.
Oh, there you
go.
go.
Say hello.
By all means.
We're not gonna bite.
We love to have her.
She is looking to say hello. Hold on a second. I'll just so she can hear. Now she's dancing. No, we're in trouble now. What is she doing? Oh God, help us!
She's sitting there back there going, "Look
He
at
said,
me,
hey.
I'm Patrick."
He said, "I'm not waiting for your ass no more. I'm taking him."
She's like, this is the asshole I married.
That's
And
funny.
she's still going. If I would have known, I would have gave you a theme song, sweetie.
This is an awesome treat.
So,
All right, just sit there and pick my chops now.
That's good.
come on, Mystery Science Theater. You can talk. Well, that's not too distracting. You can talk with me.
So,
Show us some Steelbooks while absolutely nothing goes on behind you.
hey,
Well,
Michael,
you
get out of me.
Hey, you can't perform when people are watching. You're a little bit shy.
I never could have been a star. Never could have been a star.
You got these little shy.
So that was the 2018, the European version, with the posters hanging on the wall. Where you going, young lady? Okay. The 2018 with the McFarlane art, I should say.
Oh, that's cool.
The Best Buy exclusive.
He's kind of got this little look on his mask.
Yeah, the poster.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story about that one in a minute. Then this is the regular Best Buy version.
Oh,
Trying to get
nice.
that without the thing.
We-
And all those out there, there's plastic cases that people sell real cheap, and you put them in the plastic case. You buy those. So
the Haddonfield Slasher said, "Happy fucking 4th of July weekend, people. Let's get it."
Ooh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's a new one. Welcome,
Nice.
welcome, my friend.
Fuck
Welcome.
yeah. dude.
Welcome.
Fuck
Welcome.
yeah, dude.
Absolutely. Welcome to the sickness. Then we have the Rob Zombie Steelbook.
Kid off his ass cheeks. She was attacking Patrick, not Lori. Is there thing?
Michael's favorite, H3.
That
Don't
artwork is
stare
so
Which
cool.
the artwork is awesome. This
Yes,
artwork is
it
awesome.
is. That's amazing.
That is
It's
awesome.
like a test board. It's stupid.
Oh,
H2 artwork which is very cool.
Now
too.
that's a classic. That's a good one.
that's the shit.
And the OG.
OG
See?
triple. That's a big ass knife.
That's a knife. Now that's a knife.
That's a knife.
That's a knife.
Have you
FYE
ever seen
exclusive.
that? One of those 78
That was cool.
Lamsons?
Yeah, I've never gotten an original one. I go to garage sales every so often. I'm hoping to find. You always see people selling cutlery and pots and pans and shit. I'm waiting to find like an original one.
Gabriel's in the house. What's up, Big Gabe?
Oh, I'm actually wrong because they're very similar. The one I told you, which was the UK version that came with the poster, this is actually it was buried at the bottom, as you can see with the typical UK stuff, which is over here.
Nice.
So that one came with a poster.
I wanted to pull it out because this thing's a lot longer than you think. Like,
That's what she said.
God damn it.
you see how long this bad boy is
Damn.
That is long as hell.
in comparison to my arm? It goes from my elbow to my tip of my fingers.
That's big, dude.
Look at it. I'm 5.
That's why I keep telling my wife, and she just laughs at me.
Hey,
It goes from the tip of my fingers to my elbow. She's like,
objects appear bigger.
Now this guy-
appear bigger in podcasts than they really are.
Haddonfield Slashers hanging with us. We're all hanging out partying, my brother. Welcome.
Nice.
So many that's what she said moments.
Oh, GK's in the house too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, fellas.
DK, what's
Actu-
cracking, dog?
I wanted to reach out to GK because GK reached out to me a couple of weeks back and wanted to come on and show some new stuff. I'm thinking maybe in the next week or so, let's do a revisited with some of the collectors that acquired some new stuff that they might want to show. So he's got a lot of cool stuff. And
anybody's
I know Steve
always
did.
welcome.
So I'll get you guys in the back end. Reach out to me. Anybody watching after the fact, if you guys want to come on and show.
In the back end for real.
Well,
are you trying now?
I give them a friendly. I call it a friendly.
No, that's amazing. No, Gabriel, he's always posting good shit, man. He's got amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff.
You guys are cooked. Yes, I'm cooked. I'm burnt as hell. I've been drinking since about 2:00 this afternoon.
Rob.
So I do apologize if I'm a little out there. I do apologize.
No, that was me last Sunday. I was messed up.
You had quite a buzz. I did notice that, my friend.
Bro, I could not shut that.
Nothing wrong with that.
How bad was it? I was shopping. How bad was it?
No, when you took us on a tour, man, you were like the perfect host. You did a fantastic job talking to people and get people interacting with us. It was great.
You missed the part where everybody was unloading and he started crying, telling everyone not to leave because it was too far.
You guys can't go. Don't go.
Don't go. Fact, when we were moving the pinball machine back, I think I broke my finger.
Are you serious?
Really?
I think we were going into the door and I hit the corner of the door. Dude, my finger has been smashed for since then. It's been jacked. I can barely move it. It's jacked up.
Oh my god!
No, it's fine. I'll be all right. But it was. I was like, this is the best day of my life. I was like, I was so hammered I didn't feel it much.
Well, being hammered
absolutely, GK. I will reach out to you and maybe next week we'll do that. We'll catch up with. We'll see if we'll try to book a few different collectors that we've had on or some new ones. If you guys watch after the fact, reach out to us. Just comment below and you want to come on and show your collections because I'd love to see it because sometimes we see things we've never seen. So don't be stingy. I tell people the reason we're doing this is because met Michael, met Joe. We're not stingy with our collections. I try to show everything I have because if you'll enjoy it, what's the sense of hiding it? Just show it. Yeah. Enjoy it. Yeah. Let other people enjoy it.
This isn't just we want to show and try to sell and buy. This is just we want to see it. We want to see what you got.
I'd love to see people. I'd love to see people's collections.
I'm stepping in the damn Twilight Zone. What are we talking about?
No, I preface it by I kept saying collections and Halloween stuff. Joe's like,
if you're proud.
Joe's like, I want to see it. Just show it.
Just show it. What you got, bro.
You shouldn't hide it if you're proud of it.
Cut through the bullshit. Just let me see what you got. That's it.
Exactly.
Every female's mentality. Cut the shit.
So quick. So I showed what the Steelbooks. I probably missed a couple. I probably still have some behind there. What do you have, Michael, that I may have missed, or go through what you grabbed?
Let's see here. Did you show this?
Oh,
2 DVD.
No, go back to that. Wait, go back.
Wait, Steve said he'll show you his if we show ours.
Oh yeah, I'll show you, Steve.
Which one is that? No, which one is that?
I know. Slow down.
This is.
The fuck is that?
He had
of course, German.
Well, you had the first one.
Well, was that part of the Germans? I tried to specifically show the ones that weren't the German ones. Did you show that last time, or was that one a different one? I don't remember seeing that.
I'm not sure. I could have missed it
I don't remember seeing that. That's nice.
These are the same, but one is kind of lighter. And field, and the other one. So if anyone needs one, I have an extra one. So if you want to send me a message and make an offer, I'm more than happy to send it to you.
Well, I might have to, Pat. I'm going back after the podcast, Rob.
Oh,
look at that.
That is rad, dude.
Dude, where's that come from? Wait a second.
You mother lover.
Look at that.
That is amazing. The blood is like, oh.
I never saw that one. That's what Rob Zombie. I don't remember seeing that. Now, quick, before we go any further, are these official or are these okay? Just checking because we could do a whole podcast on ones that are not official because I have several ones that are not official.
No, all of these are going to be official.
Okay, so I figured I'd throw that out there.
Nice.
And Steve's right in the money. Germany's got the best ones, man. They do.
Ooh, that's sweet.
Oh yeah, well yeah, those were the. I didn't break them out because we showed them. I think during the German ones last time.
I'll
So
review it real quick.
Just show it.
The
Yeah,
lenticular covers, the German
the lenticular
ones.
covers. Yeah, I have those. Those are awesome. And H6 seems to be the hardest one to find for some reason.
Yes. Colonel Corcoran.
Colonel Corcoran.
Has anybody ever seen me? I'm a flaming turd. Watch me.
The
Hey, he didn't,
Festival
do that.
of
He
Samhain.
didn't do that shit for the other movies, though. You see that, right? He didn't do that.
Look at this.
Wait, does yours still light up? Mine died.
No.
Yeah, they all
think
die.
so.
Actually, I think was it Rob out there or was it William? Somebody reached out to me and asked me about that. They were going to buy it because the batteries die on those things very quick, and I don't want to open it to replace the battery. So I don't know if it's like one of those little watch batteries or those round type batteries. So I'm not very sure, but they do die quickly. Mine died too.
Now you know what the ladies got to go through.
We got these.
Yeah, but theirs aren't sealed. They can replace the batteries.
Get the rechargeable ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one is the one in your left hand? Which one is the one in your left hand? I never saw that one.
This is
Left boob.
the 35th anniversary edition.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I never saw that one.
And then
We'll come by and say hello again. Are you gonna be shy? She lost her phone.
yeah. Of course, we saw those. Look at this guy.
Oh, that one I've seen. Yeah, that's one of the European ones. Yes.
All right. I'll save the best for last. And then, of course, everybody knows about these.
The tin ones. Yep. And
I got doubles of those. I got doubles of that too.
How much for the doubles?
Michael's selling, so if you guys want doubles, he just told you he's got
everything's
doubles.
for sale always.
I want it. How much? Put those for me.
I even got a sealed one. Look at that.
Steve's asking that 35th anniversary. What country was that one from?
This 35th. This one appears to be like European with that 18. So what is that, like British or something? And then this one is probably...
Yeah, I had the one in your right hand. I don't have the one in your left hand.
It's not the same thing. Oh, yeah, it is. This is just the slip cover for it.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's why. Okay, so I basically have the same one, but I have the one with the slip cover.
Okay, that's what it is. They're the same thing, but this one is a slip cover.
Slip cover, yes.
So there.
That's so dope.
Which Russian one?
We've
Which
solved that
one?
mystery. Good
GK
one, Scoop.
Which
All
one are you looking for, GK? I want the Russian one. Which one's the Russian one? I know I have the Russian one in VHS. That's one of my favorite ones. The German, the 30th anniversary. I have that one too.
You seen this?
He's got like a monkey face.
Yeah,
That's
I have that one
it's
too.
embossed.
Yes.
It's
That's
3D.
tight.
Yeah, I didn't even think of those. I have those sitting on the shelf. I should have grabbed them.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yep. Now these are my favorite. I've only seen these once, and they're in my possession. So, with the exception of these, I've never seen them before.
Oh shit!
No, I never saw that
Is
one.
it like green?
Yeah, it's like a green thing on it.
That's
It's
cool,
the
dude.
collection. Look.
That's fucking rad, man.
That's nice.
Well, but now, guess what? Here's the best part. Here's the second part. With the other ones.
That's nice.
So
Those are nice.
So it has the Rob Zombie font, but it has all the other movies.
It's all of them.
Oh, that's amazing. You see, because you got the oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah,
Those are cool as hell.
I love that like tin foil look, man.
Dang, that's dope, dude.
But yeah, I ended up with a lot more to talk about than I thought. I thought we just had a handful, but
Yeah, I didn't even think. Honestly, I didn't even think to grab those other ones. The tin ones. I should have grabbed those. I have those too. But I don't actually have anything prepared. But I'm gonna go take a pee break. I'll be right back.
Do you think?
And I'll be back in a minute because I'm really looking forward to the album.
Hey, do you have do you have one of your podcasts to play?
No, I didn't have one uploaded because the last one it kept telling me it was too long. Story of my life. I wish it was too long. So you guys chat amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute. It should only take a second.
Whatever you do, Joe, don't bring up Patring.
You guys talk about me bad all you want.
We learned last.
It's probably all true.
We learned last time of his tricks. What he does is he says,
I was waiting for when the wife came back, I was going to throw the headphones on her so you guys can chat with her.
He says he's
hold
gonna
on.
take a shit.
I got a bone to pick about that. We'll talk in a minute.
Around. Now listen, here's what he's doing. He's walking around his computer right now, and he's standing right behind his computer. He unplugged his headphones, and is just listening to what we're saying.
Nah,
You don't think so?
Nah, he had to go pee.
Patring, are you really taking the shit? Patring?
No, I'm a little jealous though. The fact that you actually got to talk to her for multiple hours on the phone.
We're in their basement right now. Somebody help!
I take that a little personal because, like,
somebody call the police.
I like a good conversation, you know.
He's got his headphones plugged in though, doesn't he?
Yeah, so the echoes I think is coming from his phones.
That's dog shit.
Yeah,
that's obnoxious.
Yeah, so nobody's hearing us.
Oh man, that's too bad. So, anyways,
hey, no, real quick, those duplicates. You said I saw you had the part 4 one, the Steelbook.
Yes. See, the problem with these, dude, is they're so easy to dent up and shit that they look like shit.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all right. You got part 4 and 5, or which ones do you have doubles?
Both. Oh,
you have 4 and 5?
Yeah, doubles of both.
Okay, I might want to scoop those up, brother. Some of my favorite Danielle Harris.
I don't know how I managed this, but this one is sealed.
That's really dope.
Yeah, man. Dude, you know what's great is the way I have the store set up, I don't really display the damn DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff, you know? So that means, like, I haven't really sold any of them.
You need to have them, like, you know what I mean, displayed, like, you know how you have these little, right here, these...
The problem with displaying the stuff is it encourages people to buy the shit, and I don't want people to buy the shit. I want to keep it forever and ever.
Well, just put out your doubles. Just your doubles. Like, you know what I mean? Buy what you have, like, but other ones. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, gentlemen, I apologize for those after the fact, but it's been a long day. I had to pee.
It's all right, my turn.
It's not your fault, it's your bladder.
Yes, it's my age and my bladder. And like I said, I probably mentioned, like I said, I ran into somebody from years ago and went out to lunch. It was a long day.
That's awesome.
But I made sure I came here and I said, this is what I want to do. I hang out with my buddies and chat.
No, I'm glad you showed up, man, because it shows the dedication. The dedication.
Oh. So, Brett, do you have the H2? Have you ever opened it? I'm kind of curious what the battery is, if it's the same as that. Because was it William Windsor or Rob? One of the guys. I was getting too confused. Me. Yes, Rob reached out to me and asked me about it. I have it. I never opened it. I might have to open it just to change the battery because it's actually pretty cool. When you do press the button, it plays the theme and the eyes light up. But it does die quick. That's the biggest complaint I've ever heard.
You save so much time when you don't wash your hands, don't you think, Joe?
Ooh.
I don't wash my hands either. I peed in the woods on the side of my house because it's quicker than going upstairs.
See, you know I'm a fucking germaphobe, bro. He knows that I don't like that. Oh, I hate that shit, bro.
Oh, my wife could talk for hours. That's my wife.
Oh, dude.
What, like these? Hey, I got one of your Blu-rays.
Ooh.
Yes, I thought that was you, Rob. Yep, I remember it, and I might have to actually open it up to see if I can change the battery.
That's so sexy, bro.
It's German, like you just said. You're German phobic.
Germophobic. He's
German phobic.
What did you call you?
Come on.
He's German phobic.
German phobic. I'm the opposite of that.
Oh, you got a problem with German people. I get it. Whatever.
No, I love the German people.
Patrick, can we put a disclaimer at the beginning of it? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll go back and drop it at the bottom. I'm half German. We don't dislike German people.
There you go. I would need a full-time person on the case if That'd be a full-time position. If
My son's upstairs. He speaks
forum.
fluent German. He loves the German culture.
You know what you need? You know what you need to come for here in New Braunfels? You need to come to Wurstfest.
It's actually the best in the world.
It's a German festival. I've been celebrating my birthday. My birthday is November 16th. Every year for I can't tell you how many years, and it's in November.
I love that. I'd be all over that. I love. We usually go. There's about two or three different Oktoberfests. Actually, when we were in Ireland. Mm-hmm. We were in Ireland about 5 years ago. When we went to like the German fest. They have like a German market in Belfast. Yeah. And they had all these different wursts. So there I am. I'm going through JFK, which is those don't understand. It's an airport in New York. Yeah. So we flew back into JFK. So my suitcase is loaded with. It stinks. It's loaded with all these different wursts and salamis and all the shit whatever I could pack in there. I stuffed in there along with wine, cigar, everything I could think of. So like we were just talking about this today, as a matter of fact, to the person I ran into. And they're like, so do you have anything to declare? Did you buy anything over there? I was like, this hat.
Look at this dum-dum.
I bought this hat. And I had like one of those derbies on, like the Irish derbies. I bought the hat. He's like, okay, that's it. He just stamps my thing, and I'm dragging this thing because it weighs 100 pounds. Because it's got wine, it's got olive oil from Italy, it's got all this shit. And I'm like,
look at your friend, brother.
Oh God!
Hey, put the thing. Wah wah wah.
I'm a little slow on that today, and I do apologize.
Bro, I was so into your story, Pat. I was so into your story, and then I'm looking over here, like, what the fuck?
Man, this thing looks great.
Damn.
Yeah, we're actually we're planning to go. Brett's talking about. We're planning Ireland, England, and France. I think in the fall.
Is ready to air.
That would be dope.
Yeah, because we have a lot of friends in Ireland, and of course with COVID, we haven't been able to get to sit there and visit them.
Dude, so let's go to Ireland, bro. I would love to go to Ireland.
I will tell you on this podcast. No offense to any other countries that may watch this after the fact. My favorite place to go is Ireland. The people are the sweetest, the most nicest, accommodating people you've ever met on the planet.
Let's make a fucking date and go, dude. I'm down.
We were just talking about it today.
I'm down. I'm 100% down.
Wonderful place to visit. Amazing people. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna do the recast. So you want to jump into our 10 albums? Michael,
10 albums.
On.
Let's kill the albums. Let's kill them. Let's go.
All right, so I don't think I made anything for that because I had a busy week. No, I didn't. So we're gonna jump right into that. So nobody's got to sit through one of my boring videos. So we're good. So here's the thing. We talked about it weeks ago. So this is weeks in the making where we thought that we'd just talk about 10 albums because we did the top movies that defined us. That were that important to us that brought special things back into our lives. So I had to go back and pick out 10. We were going to do 5, and there's no way I could do 5. I tried it. No way. I had to do 10. So 10 albums. So we'll just do like we do a round robin, starting from 10 to 1. What albums? And if you want to talk about why you picked that, let's go ahead.
Absolutely.
We're not we're on the clock, but we're not. We can take as much time as we want, gentlemen. So who would like to go first?
Well, starting with number 10.
I love it. I love it when you talk dirty. I love it when you talk dirty to me.
When you wear that mask.
As you want.
See, you got to wear the mask and the glasses. You just have to have no clothes on underneath it.
This mask looks baller. I fucking love this thing.
Hey, it looks a lot better than that fucking Stranger Things mask.
Oh, God.
That's my ass.
So I'm going to put my eyes on.
Fucking shit.
So, I figured I have to take the mask off because the subject is very serious to me, the music subject.
All right, so go number 10.
We'll go with number 10. Let me pull up that Leo's.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Hold on, let me put his head back on.
Absolutely, my friend.
You're a sex doll?
Yep.
Oh, Brett's gonna recast you as the kid that had the mask on in Stranger Things. I have to go back and I haven't watched that season yet.
Yeah, that's why I made that comment. Better than that mask. Shit.
Shit.
That Brett, go have a good time. Be safe, and I'll see you if I don't see you on the next podcast within the next month. I'll be seeing Brett at the end of the beginning of August at Monster Mania. We'll be hanging out, and I'm looking forward to that. We'll be hanging and we'll be doing a Halloween H2 reunion with Dick Warlock, Lance Guest, and why are we trying to blank on the other one? Leo Rossi.
Leo Rossi. That's right.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll be hanging with Brett. Looking forward to that.
Imagine a world where my battery died, and this is what contained my top 10. But I'm sure I could remember it very easily.
So you want to go with number 10 first? Actually,
number 10, one that made the list but was low on the list was Cherry Pie by Warrant.
Oh wow, nice album, dude.
Believe it or not, I'm a sucker for playing 80s ballads on acoustic guitar and singing them for the ladies. And they love it, and I do a good job of it, and everybody's happy. And instead of all my metal buddies who like go a zillion miles an hour, I just strum a couple easy chords. We're both lost, silent, still in the dead of the night. Oh shit, we're gonna get copyright infringement because it sounds like the record. Oh shit, I'm playing. But anyways, all those 80s ballads that I love. Warrant, they rock. I know they're kind of an embarrassing band with some of the shit they did, but rest in peace, Janie Lane. Cherry Pie is number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
My number 10 was I remember I was in grade school and everybody kept talking about this band called AC/DC, and I was fascinated by the name that I was fascinated by somebody who would have the name Bon Scott. I'm like, what the fuck is Bon Scott? So he came to school one day. He's like, oh, my parents bought me this record. And he's like, it's awesome. You got to listen to it. So I'll lend it to you for the weekend. So he lent it to me. It was Highway to Hell. It had just come out.
Wow.
And I listened to it front to back, and I was just like, holy shit.
Right on.
I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. So naturally, I told my parents, I'm like, we got to go out and get this freaking record. I was supposed to give it back to him that weekend. I think I had it for about 3 or 4 weeks before I finally gave it back to him. He's like, you got to give me back the record? I keep forgetting it. I'll bring it. I swear I'll bring it tomorrow.
A lot of good guitar work on that album.
Yeah,
God.
that's my number 10.
Oh,
Brett, wait, whoa.
Man, that's my list, dog.
Brett threw a list out here. Look, count that. Oh,
That's the good shit, man.
that's good. Count that to Extinction. Pearl Jam, 10, yes.
Kiss
Kiss Destroyer, nice. Yeah, Metallica, Kill 'Em All. Ozzy, No More Tears. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. But dude.
What's number 10, Joe?
Hit him out of the park with that.
All right. And for me, my lists are always in no particular order.
Nice, Brett.
No order whatsoever. Just my top 10. Number 10 is the only twofer I have. This was Mesmerized and Hypnotized by System of a Down.
Nice.
I remember one album came out before I went to boot camp. The other came out when I got out of boot camp, and I memorized them, and the words really shook a chord with me, and I can literally sing every song of every lyric of every song from start to finish. So those two albums
mean
a lot to me.
Well, kind of sticking on the Metallica train of he said Kill 'Em All, but I have Ride the Lightning. Because Ride the Lightning was a very mystique. Actually, Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning were very mystique because as a guitar player, standard guitar tuning is 440, right? Mm-hmm. And you always played along with those early Metallica records, and it never sounded right. It's because they're tuned to 444. They're just a dash higher. Just a dash. Yep. And it makes all the world of difference. The first 2 Metallica albums and on Injustice for All, 1 is also tuned to 444. So but anyways, Ride the Lightning, I learned that entire album on guitar, front to back, guitar solos and all, because their guitar work is nothing short of like the top shelf of where I'm willing to go as a musician, because anything more difficult than that, Ride the Lightning album, I actually have to practice all the time. I'm not gonna fucking do that. So
the boss
Ride the Lightning.
decided to say hello. Say
Nice choice, my man.
Hello, totally not feminine dog.
All right, your breath stinks. You gotta go. See, mine's alcohol based. It's not gonna get me a buzz. His is gonna kill me. He's looking for my wife. No, absolutely. I mean, and for me, I have to go back and revisit myself. Number 9 for me. Number 9 for me, Led Zeppelin 2.
Oh,
okay, nothing wrong with Led Zeppelin.
I remember going to my older cousin's house, and he'd have Led Zeppelin on, and listening to like Black Dog from Zeppelin 4, Zoso, whatever you want to call it. But Led Zeppelin 2, listening to like Heartbreaker, Whole Lot of Love, Dire Maker, and I'm like, it just blew me away. It actually wanted to make me I wanted to become a drummer before I wanted to become before I wanted to be a guitar player. I wanted to be a drummer.
Really?
What's up, puppy? Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Well, you know what it is? My parents thought it would be too loud, but then they bought me a guitar, and I bought a 100-watt amp, and they realized they made a mistake either way.
There you go. And you made the right call, my friend. Guitar playing is definitely where it's at.
Absolutely. Look who's here. Dickhead's here.
We're not just talking metal. We talking top 10 albums that influenced our lives.
That's right.
And we're on number
9. Number 9. Did y'all go?
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. I said he said Ride the Lightning. I said Led Zeppelin 2.
Nice. Sorry, I was making out with the dog. Sorry. No, this next album means a lot to me because it really means it represents my mom. My mom got me into heavy metal. This tattoo is of my mother. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's my mother. And the T-shirt that she's wearing is a Dio T-shirt. See that?
Dio. Wow.
Dio. So
he just turned 80. It was his 80th birthday.
That's right, man. Holy Diver.
Holy Diver.
Dio,
they just did the re-release. Yeah.
Yes, man. So and paying homage to that guy and the
rest in peace.
And my mom, who is the biggest influence in my life, and she's more of a rocker and badass than I am. So, Holy Diver Dio, because of my mom.
Right on. Right. Nothing wrong with that, doggy.
Big Dio fan, loving my Dio. Look, can you hear my puppy barking over here? Because he's looking for his mommy. Go find her. She's upstairs.
We got a whole fucking zoo over here.
So what are we at? 8. I remember this being around there. Def Leppard's High and Dry album.
Oh wow!
Great album.
Player, that is the most creative rock and roll guitar, because if you play rock and roll, there's a whole lot of bluesy crap that's real predictable. But like play songs like Mirror, Look Into My Eyes, and Bringing on the Heartbreak's a really great sounding song with some really great minor keys in there and stuff. And I play that album front to back on guitar because it's so much fun, and as a musician and as a fan, it's one of those rare albums I could play and listen to. So High and Dry by Def Leppard.
Never heard of that one. Mayhem's The Mystery. I never heard of that one. I'll have to check that out. For me, what I have at number 8 goes back to one of my favorite bands and probably one of my favorite guitar players. One of the and Michael will attest to this as a guitar player. You go through phases of different guitar players. So I went through my Tony Iommi phase.
Oh, definitely.
Hey,
well, that's not a phase. That never goes away.
It never goes away. I could play Black Sabbath for hours, but I had to go back to one that really inspired me, which was Paranoid.
Damn.
Good album.
So good. That's kind of,
and not even the most popular ones. You got to go back to like Hand of Doom, Rat Salad, Fairies Wear Boots,
Hellbilly Deluxe,
all the odd stuff. It's just great. I mean, any Sabbath. I mean, with the early Sabbath, but that was one of the ones that really, made it.
A good one. What you got, Big Joe?
Man, Patrick, it's kind of creepy portraying. My next one was Sabbath, Master of Reality, man.
Wow.
I love that was literally Children of the Grave is one of my favorite songs.
Into the Void, one of my favorite songs.
Oh man, so good. So I mean, I could talk about that shit forever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just the influence, and you could have picked any album, like whatever.
Well, that was it. I had to go. I looked at the first couple of albums. I'm like, I had to look and see where I was, and I'm like, I had to go with, Paranoid. Yeah, I'm right there with you because it could have been any of the first 5 albums.
Anything. But no, that's my number. That's my whatever that one is.
Good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that number 8 or that's the third?
That was number 8.
Here's my logic with the top 10, right? I would have like 3 or 4 bands on there that would have multiple albums, right? So I just picked the top album from each artist.
I know what you're saying because I did the same thing.
So what are we at? 7?
Yes.
Number
now,
7.
Keep in mind, these are in no particular order. They do get to the top. And the top 3 is pretty is true, but not until then. But shit, what was I gonna say? Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil.
Nice.
One of the best
Look what Joshua just put.
He just threw it up there. He threw some Motley Crue up there.
Right
Dr.
before you
Feelgood.
said it. Yep.
Dr. Feelgood's a good album.
The great album, Dr. Feelgood.
Shout at the Devil had that edge, like that hungry band that shouldn't be as good as they are edge. But Dr. Feelgood, they had Bob Rock fucking produced
Bob Rock
them.
polished it a little bit too much.
Yeah, they did the Black Album and everything else. Which I love the overproduced sound and stuff. Those Thunder drums by Tommy Lee and the fucking that start the whole album. Dr. Feelgood is great, but you cannot. For me, there's no denying the number 1 Motley Crue record of all time is "Shout at the Devil."
I'm gonna agree.
Damn. This is a fucking good topic, you guys. Holy shit.
Nice.
So number 7 is probably going to be one of the ones on my list that probably everybody would probably expect to see, and with a reason why. Number 7 to me is Kiss Love Gun.
Fuck yeah, Kiss.
Dude, Love Gun is my favorite song.
Because Kiss is my favorite band since I was as long as I can remember. And Love Gun holds a special place in my heart because at this, there's probably more, as you can probably guess. And number 7 is because I can vividly remember, I can visualize like it was yesterday, seeing my grandmother take me to Sam Goody and waiting online with me when this album came out and buying it for me.
Wow.
Sam Goody.
Yes.
The good Harmony House. The good
Harmony House. Yep.
Oh, man.
So,
that's incredible.
I can remember like it was yesterday because my grandmother, because she was a typical Italian, would do anything for her grandkids. I said, I want this new album's coming out. I want to go get it. So she takes me to the mall, waits online. We're sitting there and got that. And of course, it wasn't just the memory itself, it was just the album itself. It's fucking fantastic. What do you have on there? You have Love Gun on there. You have Shock Me on there.
Oh, God,
come on.
Plaster Caster.
Caster's on there. Christine 16, Tomorrow and Tonight.
On there. No, that's on Rock and Roll Over.
Yeah, Got Love for Sale. I mean, the whole freaking album, start to finish, is and honestly, and a bit of Kiss trivia with the last Kiss album that all 4 members played 100% on.
Damn.
Yeah, and I got to meet Ken. What is his name?
Ken Kelly, who just died.
Kelly, that did the artwork for Love Gun and Destroyer.
And Destroyer, he just died.
No way.
Yeah, he passed away this past month.
Damn.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a couple of photos.
Oh, I'm in more than enough Kiss groups to tell you he passed away with it. They didn't say what he passed away from, but he passed. I used to see him at all the conventions. He was a super nice guy.
Yeah, he was great.
Yep.
What you got, Joe?
Oh man, number 7. Any album from this band, but Jar of Flies by Alice in Chains.
Very good.
That's a good one.
Yeah, man. There's a certain song on there that when I die, I want to play it on rerun over and over. I'm not gonna say it, but a lot more to that. But
right.
Jar of Flies, Alice in Chains.
I love Alice in Chains, man. I remember in the early 90s, I remember a friend of mine who was playing guitar at the same time as me. We were both taking lessons from the same teacher. He's like, hey, Pat, go check these guys out. I had no idea who they were. It was Alice in Chains.
True.
He said, go listen to these guys, Matt. You're going to love them. And they just blew my freaking mind, man.
Anything that comes from them, I mean, even to this day.
Yeah, I like singing those and playing those songs. That's about the peak, though. You play Man in the Box, you get to that last, yeah,
It's
impossible.
Man, by then,
You got to find somebody that can do it.
warmed up, that's when you're going to lose it if you didn't warm up that day. Master of Puppets, Rob, that's a good ass album. But what are we at? Number 6?
We are at number 6. Yes.
Yeah.
Mine was also a Kiss album, and was entirely guitar related, and it was Alive, Part 1. Because those are all the greatest songs to play by them. And if you listen to the record, some of the songs, the tuning's just a little off.
Oh, slightly off. Yeah.
But if you play along with the live record, there's one guitar tuning going through the whole thing. So with Kiss, you tune down a half step, turn on fucking Alive, start with Deuce, and fucking move on. Strutter, I mean, they're all good on that one. But Live by Kiss.
Absolutely. Yes. And number 6 for me, I'll be honest with you, as far as a guitar player, and Michael's a guitar player, changed my life, changed the way I even played, changed the way I looked at playing, and changed the way that I looked at when I took guitar lessons. It was Surfing with the Alien with Joe Satriani.
Wow. You say your standard's pretty high from the cut.
That's
right up the
pretty.
cup, huh?
I'm over here looking this shit up.
When that album came out, dude, that I sat in my house and I just absorbed that album. Satch Boogie, Surfing with the Alien. I mean, I just absorbed that shit. And took guitar lessons. I remember telling my teacher, I'm like, can you make me play like this fucking guy? That's what I want to play like him. What do I need to do to sound like this guy?
You need to stick with Dorian and Mixolydian. That's what you need to do. No, I'm just
pretty
kidding.
much. Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
And I remember standing online at the Garden State Plaza Mall in Paramus, New Jersey, and having my Surfing with the Alien guitar book signed by Joe Satriani. And I'll tell you a story. Dude. So I'm online with my girlfriend in high school at the time, and there's guys online with guitars and all sorts of shit that they want to get autographed. And I got there early, waited hours. I was like one of the first people. So I get up to the front, and this asshole, I guess his handler, is like, oh, you didn't buy your CD. You have to buy the CD to get it autographed. I go, I bought the CD. The CD came out a month ago. I bought it the day it came out. Why would I buy it again? I came there with I wanted him to sign. I wanted him to sign the songbook, and the guy's like, no, that's why we're doing this, because it was like sponsored by Sam Goody at the time. Well, you have to buy the CD. I go, well, I already fucking bought it. I'm not gonna buy it again. Joe Satriani interrupted him and said, look,
really?
Yes. He goes, what's the problem? I said, well, I brought the songbook. I bought the CD. I bought your CD the day it came out. Why would I wait a month to buy it again?
Good one.
And it's like, he goes, look, what do you want me to sign? I said, I want you to sign. I have the Surfing with the Alien. Remember the Hal Leonard guitar books with the tablature in it?
Yeah, Hal Leonard.
I still have it. I said, I just want you to sign the thing. He's like, absolutely, give it to me, the book. Let me sign. What's your name? He's like, don't worry. He's like, ignore him. What do you want me to sign? It was super nice, and he talked to me for a little bit, and he just pretty much shut the other asshole up. I'm like, because there were guys behind me with guitars. So these guys, you can tell these guys that have been holding the guitar for 3 hours, they're not going to sign their guitar?
Big Rob. No,
and he was cool. He's like, he basically said, I'll sign whatever you guys want to sign.
Just
bring it
up.
That
sounds wicked.
Yeah, because you always have these people thinking they're the boss, but they're really
no.
not.
He was super cool. He's like, whatever you guys want, I'll sign it. Because
Big
I said,
Rob.
I'm like, I bought your disc. Because Flying in the Blue Dream had just come out a month before that. I'm like, well, I bought it the day it came out. Why would I buy it again? That freaking sign. So
Rob's on a tangent with the Van Halen, and I agree. I didn't get any Van Halen on the list because I'm not the hugest fan, but for top 10, they would have made like top 15 probably. 1984 would have, or the first album would have. But
I actually, Rob, stay tuned. I do have Van Halen on my list.
What are we at?
These lists are generational, so let's get that right.
Yes, they are. so we're at that was number 6 for me, Surfing with the Alien. Joe, what's your number 6?
You can't be a 90s kid without loving this band. Singing all these fucking hits and even some of the non-hits. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream.
Very good.
That's a pretty good one.
It's a great
Absolutely.
album.
Very influential. Very.
And like you said, this is showing the generational thing, because that was your thing, which is good.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that.
Yeah. So I could talk about that album forever, but we can just move on.
Michael,
Well,
we'll go number
actually,
5.
I do have to put 2 albums in the top 5 from the same artist, but number
Oh
5
wow.
is "Slave to the Grind" by Skid Row.
Great CD. My favorite Skid
Yes.
Row. Yep.
Yep, Sebastian Bach. I had the good fortune of hanging out with him a couple of times on his bus in the parking lot of the shows and stuff when he comes to San Antonio. And I've actually had like the best day of my life. I'm on the bus, and he's got TVs playing VH1 Classic on all the like down the walls and stuff. And I'm standing by him. He's signing my little tour poster or whatever. And then Monkey Business came on VH1 Classic, and
Great
everybody's
song.
jaws dropped. It was like the coolest fucking thing. And he fucking puts his arm around me and starts going, "Well, outside my window, there's a whole lot of trouble coming." And I'm sitting there going, "What the fuck, dude?" And I'm like, started singing with him. It's the fucking most surreal day of my life. But
That's dope.
I saw
That is
them.
dope.
I saw the original Skid Row twice. I saw them open up for Bon Jovi at Giant Stadium, New Jersey tour, and I saw them open up for Pantera.
oh god, that would have been
Dude.
a gangster show.
Yeah, and so when I saw them up for Bon Jovi, it was the first Skid Row album, and when I saw them open up for Pantera, it was Slave to the Grind.
Nice.
That's fucking cool, dude.
I love it. I love it.
Awesome, good pick.
Hell
What you
yeah,
got, big
dude.
dog?
So for my number 5, and true to form, Rob was bringing up Van Halen. Number 5 for me. I went through and I've never gotten out of my Eddie Van Halen stage. So
never.
and there's a lot of early Van Halen. There's a lot of later Van Halen that you can pick up on. But to me, you can pick Van Halen 1, Van Halen 2. You can pick them all. My favorite, top to bottom, Van Halen Fair Warning.
Really?
Hey,
Interesting.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love those kind of picks.
When he came into what they called the brown sound, he had that fat sound, that big bottom sound, like the beginning of Mean Street or Sinner Swing or So This Is Love. He had that thick fucking sound that you can try your entire life and you'll never get that fucking big fat bottom sound. no matter what you
Monsters
do.
of Rock, 1983, Florida Fairgrounds. That was the year I was born, but that was probably the best fucking concert of all time.
I was at Monsters of Rock, but I went to the Monsters of Rock in '86, and it was Van Halen. Hold on, let me see if I can remember. It was '86. It was Van Halen, Dokken, Scorpions, Metallica, Kingdom Come, and somebody else. Who the fuck was the other band? Holy shit! Yeah, it was Van Halen, Dokken, Scorpions, Van Halen. That was the 5, and I'll never forget this because this is before Metallica hit it big. It was right before Masters of Puppets came out. It had just come out, as a matter of fact. And we're sitting at Giants Stadium. If you ever watch football and you see your band, you see Giants, the old Giants Stadium. They had this really high fucking wall. They had to jump over to get on the field. So I'll never forget this. It was like cockroaches. Everybody's playing. It was Kingdom Come. Then it was Metallica was low on the bill because they weren't that big yet.
Wow.
So they were right after Kingdom Come. They were at the bottom of the bill. They came on, and you saw everybody jump over that wall like cockroaches,
Damn.
and
Wow.
rush the field to
World
see
War
singing
Z
Metallica.
action and shit.
I'll never forget that. Yep, it was amazing. Yeah, but I was
is
at
dope.
Monsters of Rock too, man. Good show. I
Bet.
remember getting stranded there with no ride home. Yeah,
Those are
All night
good
long.
memories. Those
Yep.
are good memories.
So where are we at?
Number 5.
So what number? So you gave your 5. I gave my 5. Joe, what's your 5?
All right. 2000. I don't remember what years these were, but Disturbed, 10,000 Fists. One of my all-time favorite albums. Top
That's
to
a
bottom.
band I really like and I forgot about. To be honest with you.
My mom
like
likes them. That's grandma
Hey.
metal.
Hold on, stop it right
Granny
there.
metal.
Hold on, I don't care
If
because
you get, they put pictures of their own damn selves on their posters. That's like the stupidest
Wait.
thing. Metal
Wait a
bands
minute.
are not supposed to do that. My mom thinks it's okay to listen to metal because of Disturbed.
No, wait a minute. Wait a
And
minute.
she's a Jehovah's
So,
Witness.
wait a minute. This band is very special to me because the Disturbed concert was the very first concert I got to go with my mom, and me and my mom
Yeah,
rocked
so it
our.
means something special to you.
It means so
Yes.
much to me, and me and my mom rocked our asses off, and she still had it.
That's awesome.
And no,
Still
the
a gay
reason
album, though.
the reason for 10,000 Fists is when I was in the military, a lot of us were listening to a lot of the same rock music, and I remember this album being kind of like the always in the background of when we were doing training and always out doing stuff. This album was kind of like the core of what my military experience was. So that's kind of why the tie-in, and plus my first concert with my mom. So I love this album.
That's great. You went to a concert. My mother, when I was a kid, I begged them to take me to see Kiss, and they're like, "Hell no!" Yeah. So my parents never went to a concert with me.
Joe, but I will be back.
That's all right.
I'll be back.
That's all right.
Battle.
That's
you
okay.
Make me look like a dickweed.
Not at all, man. No.
Hey, man, I know that's very important, sentimental stuff, and that means the world to you. And I'll leave it at that. You guys are here, in my opinion.
What do you got for number 4?
I would have put the original Skid Row self-titled album, but I'm going to stay away from 2 bands on the list. So, believe it or not, number 4 is Even Worse by Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, you want to talk about shit? You want to talk shit about me?
We got this song is just 6 words long. We got fucking Stuck in the Closet with Vanna White. Oh, fucking Million. You're right.
Thank you, Patrick.
I accept it.
I'm on Michael's side with this because I remember. I'll tell you a story about Weird Al Yankovic. We were at like a garage sale. Like every year we do, because we were in the Scouts, my son and I, and we'd go do a Memorial Day parade every year and through our town with the Scouts and the veterans and stuff like that. And they always had these garage sales. One year, years ago, I saw these DVDs. I'm like, oh. CDs. I'm like, wow, Weird Al. I'm like, I have to get that. And my son's like, what's Weird Al? I'm like, you're gonna love it. So I brought it home. He listened to it. He fell in love.
My son is madly in love
with Weird Al. My son adores Weird Al Yankovic. He can sing every word to every fucking song. He adores it.
Yes, we have.
So I'm right there with you, brother.
Cool.
I appreciate him just as much as I appreciate Tenacious D. I mean, it's art. I like them. I think it's great. I think it's great. I agree with that. I agree. They both got Grammys, so how can we argue with that?
Rob just hit on the nail on one of my favorite bands, and it's soon to come, and I'll reveal that on one of my picks.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Could be.
I keep hearing that song all the time because I'm getting real good at the Halloween pinball machine.
I need more cowbell.
There's a mode that turns on when you that plays that song actually.
So you didn't. So your number 4 was white and nerdy, so to speak. Weird Al. So my number 4, which is a complete left turn, because my cousin, who was 6 years older than me, was same age as my brother, but like he was the guy who was into music and party. He was a deadhead, and he was the guy I wanted to hang out with, my cousin Sal. And I went over to the house one day, and he's like, and I was just taking guitar lessons, and he's like, "So what are you into?" And I told him, obviously Kiss and Sabbath, whatever. He's like, "You need to listen to this guy." I go, "All right, put him on." He put on Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh. Stevie Ray.
Blew my fucking mind, dude. And to this day, one of my favorite people ever. Broke my heart to this day. I remember that day like it was yesterday when he died. So I put Texas Flood, Stevie Ray.
Wow, that's good. Wow. I love those songs. Those are fun to play.
And my wife, she's not here. She'll tell you right now. I just put that shit on and listen to it for hours.
The peak of my guitar ability is Scuttlebutton by Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Great.
I learned that song when I was about 23. and forced myself to figure it out. And I sounded like shit doing it for a couple years, but I got it down pretty good now.
People used to, my band would get pissed off because I just keep saying more and more. Steve, I used to play Couldn't Stand the Weather. We do Texas Flood.
That's a fun one.
Oh yeah, I mean, to this day we do because I play in a band with the guys. It's mostly rhythm and blues, so we do a lot of blues stuff. So we do a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan. So it's like it's perfect.
That'd be a blast. Record some of that shit so we can see it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I always tell people take some good videos because right now we do Pride and Joy, we do Houses Are Rockin', we do Tightrope, we do Crossfire. And I'm like, those are the more popular ones. I said, let's do some different ones, like some off the wall shit. So I'm trying to get them on board with that. So, but not to take up too many people's time, but like to me, that absolutely changed my outlook on the guitar when I heard that.
Well, you know how I feel about it.
I'll tell you one thing. My stepdad, he was a sound engineer for like a lot of smaller groups down in the valley. So he's very knowledgeable about music. There'll be many nights.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
when
cool.
I come home, during nights they'd be drinking, partying. Always, they always had Stevie Ray Vaughan playing on the big screen, dude. Always live videos of him playing, and all they listened to was Stevie Ray Vaughan, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was until I got older, but they were like.
Side note:
El Macabo is the greatest fucking live fucking little. Could you imagine? I've actually been there, and the El Macabo in fucking Canada. It's like fucking. It's the tiniest little joint. Like I couldn't imagine seeing Stevie Ray Vaughan do and that routine. That specific VHS I had of that performance is like the best guitar work ever, and he was fucking flawless.
Never made a fucking mistake in a bum note. Never happened. And side note on this, and the saddest thing about this whole fucking story, which still kills me to this day, I was in college at the time, so it was 1990, and I'd been introduced to him a couple of years before that, and I loved him, and I kept saying, yeah, I'm going to go see him. I'll get around to it. I just never did. So I was going to college down South Jersey, and there's a place called the PNC Art Center, which at the time was the Garden State Art Center.
Yeah.
It's like an outdoor amphitheater. And I was driving to school, and I saw and they have a marquee on the Garden State Parkway that said, they always advertise the bands. And it said Steve Ray Vaughan and Joe Cocker. I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to go see that.
Yeah.
So
nice.
me and my roommate, let's go get tickets. And we kept saying we never got around. I'm like, well, but then he was supposed to play Pier 17 in Manhattan. I said, well, we never got the tickets. We'll go see him next week in Pier 17. He died 2 days later.
That's fucking crazy.
Fucking killed me. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Heartbreaking.
They say the good ones don't last, man.
Yeah.
It probably would have been more heartbreaking if you'd have gone to that show though and had just seen him kicking ass, and then he passes away 2 days later. How impossible is that to fathom?
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So let's take up to. So number 3. We're going back to.
Oh, my number 4. My number 4 is.
Did you give you number 4? Did you give you a 4? I thought it was Disturbed. I missed that.
That was number 5.
I'm sorry.
So, no, it's okay. No. Just real quick. Vulgar Display of Power, Pantera.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we already
yeah.
know. We already know.
Dimebag. Yeah. Oh my God.
Phil's vocals. I mean, I'm a big Phil Anselmo fan, so I
Oh,
just had to
hell
pick
yeah.
one album, and that's the most popular one. So
That's a
And
good one.
I saw Pantera at this small little theater in Spring Valley, New York. Like I think I told you on one of the podcasts where it was so small there was no backstage, so the backstage was the back of the building. So we all parked and we're walking through the back of the stage and we seen them. I'm like, dude, there's fucking Pantera. Let's go say hi. So we walk over and these bouncers come over to us because we were drunk and young and we had big balls. So I'm like, yeah, we'll go over there, and they like grabbed us all and I'll never forget this Dimebag's like, what's going on? These guys are trying to crash. They're like, no, we're not trying to crash. We just wanted to say hello. And they're like, let them come over and say hello. And we came over, so Dimebag. And I mean, this is before the days of cell phones and people carrying shit to signs.
Oh,
I had
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
There was no way I could, they'll bring something home from that moment. But I have it up here and I remember it. And they were like, Dimebag's, no, it's like, dude, leave them alone. They're not bothering me. Let them come over and say hello. So they let us through, and it was Dimebag and Anselmo and his brother. What's Dimebag's brother? I'm drawing it down.
Vinny
He's
Paul.
dead now,
Oh,
too.
Vinny.
Vinny Paul.
Vinny.
And Rex Allen, or Rex Brown, rather.
They just said, hey, the guys doing? You guys here for the show? So thanks. And they were super nice. Thanks for coming out. And I'm like, dude, we were like, you know,
Oh,
nice as can be. And we went to the show. It was great. So
that's amazing.
super nice people.
I mean, it was between this and Cowboys from Hell, but I was
I
like,
would have picked Cowboys personally,
yeah,
but
I know,
fucking
but
Pantera, man.
I mean, you could go wrong with either one.
So what are we on? Top 3 now?
Top three now,
Top
All
3.
right.
in no order for me though.
So I started playing guitar when I was 12, and as you can tell, guitar is very heavily influenced on my decisions and my musical taste. But I kind of taught myself. You know what I mean? My dad showed me how to tune it and how to play like the intro to Sweet Home Alabama or some shit. You know what I mean? And then I pretty much learned on my own. But the music that I could keep up with, that was just I was fucking in love with. And this is the reason I listen to the music I do, is because my dad was in a tribute band or a cover band back in the 80s, which was top 40 at the time. He was singing like Skid Row and Motley Crue and Poison.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, anyways, he had all those albums, and the one I saw in his collection that made me have to listen, and when I heard the song "Burn in Hell" by Twisted
Sister.
and the
You gotta
album
burn in hell.
for Stay Hungry, my number 3 album, because that's the one that taught me how to play guitar and got me into the kind of music I listen to at all. Fucking Twisted Sister.
And I brought that up on that one podcast. I told you, man. That was that concert I recorded right at the end of Friday the 13th Part 2.
Nice.
That was the thing with the friggin' thing. I love Twisted Sister. I mean,
I fucking love Twisted Sister. But what you got, big dog?
number 3 for me was now the, like I said, the top 4 were game changers for me. Not just as a guitar player, just as music player. And number 3, Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz.
Man,
Good music.
Is that solo? Is that solo? That's solo. That's when he went solo, right?
When I heard Randy Rhoads, dude, that blew my fucking mind. Changed me along with Surfing with the Alien, changed me completely as a guitar player.
Well, you know where Randy Rhoads started, right? With Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot.
On that album I was talking about earlier, Mental Health. They had Come On Feel the Noise and Mental Health, those Slade covers.
Yeah.
But
so that blew my mind because at the time I'm old enough to remember, those that may not remember on the podcast, I'm old enough to remember when Ozzy was still in Sabbath and got kicked out. Mm-hmm. And then when we heard he was coming out with his own solo thing, we were all like, yeah, okay, let's check it out. And my brother, was older than me, came home with a record. We listened to it. We were both like, who the fuck is playing the guitar on this?
Ozzy has all the best fucking
we were like,
guitar players.
Holy shit. And we were just blown away. And then, you know, that album blew us away. And my brother, who was 6 years older, who sucks, got to go see Ozzy with Randy. I was too young.
Oh, wow.
So he got to see him with Randy Rhoads. And he's like, you got to see this guy live. You think he's good on the record? Go see this guy live. And I never got the chance because, you know, that fateful day in March of 1982 took him from us. But you know what? Thanks to Tom Morello, he got his props and he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's right.
Very deservedly.
Right on.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you got, Big Joe?
All right.
Top 3 now.
No, you're gonna give me hell about this one, but as a '90s kid, these are like some of the biggest karaoke songs that you could sing. Stone Temple Pilots, Core.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with some STP.
Nothing wrong with that. That's a great. I remember that was when it came out, man. That's great fucking album.
I know every song, every word, every song, every the whole everything. I know everything about it.
If I had a dime for every time I played Wicked Garden, I'd be a rich man.
Oh, dude, some classics, man. Fucking amazing.
Nothing wrong with there. Rest in peace, Scott Weiland.
That's right.
So number 2 then, huh? Number 2 is the king of the guitar category. And it is, in my opinion, the best fucking album ever constructed by 4 guys in a group scenario. and that band is Megadeth, and that album is Countdown to Extinction.
Damn,
One of the
heavy.
most flawless. It's debated that if they would have put Angry Again instead of Psychotron, that'd have been the best fucking album ever made.
Damn.
Ever made.
I won't argue that. You know what? Megadeth did not make it on my top 10.
And I
which
gotta say
sucks. They
something
were in my
real
top
quick.
20.
Very important.
Yeah. I mean,
Dave
the top 10 list
Mustaine-
is so exclusive.
Dave Mustaine is the best fucking guitar riff writer alive. I say it. That dude makes playing guitar really fun, really challenging, and really listenable, which is impossible to have all of it. You know what I mean? So when people ask me, they say, who do you think the greatest guitar player of all time is? I say, well, the most talented is probably some kid in a basement right now that we've never heard.
Sure.
But you got to think charisma, listenability, fame, and talent. Eddie fucking Van Halen is the greatest guitar player of all time.
I tell people that all the time. Everybody's like, well, Pat, you love Satriani. I go, you know what? I'm sorry. I mean, you love Hendrix. You love Jimmy Page. You love Jeff Beck. But they were good. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not going to piss on anybody. They were fantastic. But there was no real game changer like Eddie Van Halen. He was a game changer.
No.
And then I was big into the 80s hair bands and stuff. And I've read all their books and shit. And you listen to like Stephen Piercy's book and The Dirt and all this. And they were the ones that pretty much pioneered the whole fucking thing. Mm-hmm. They were on the Sunset Strip. And if you were like Stephen Piercy carried equipment for Van Halen, that's how they got a gig at the Whiskey and shit. If you read their books and stuff, Van Halen was like the pinnacle of the whole fucking thing.
They were.
Oh, yeah.
And who financed their first demo and discovered them?
Gene Simmons.
Correct.
Ain't that a bitch?
He gave up their contract because he knew he couldn't give them the attention they needed, and they were too good. So he actually shredded the contract. Very unlike Mr. Gene Simmons.
very unlike him, but he was smart enough and saw it and said, you know what, I can't do what you guys need.
Yeah.
And that's why people always look at the back of the first Van Halen album and who gets a thank you on it? Gene Simmons.
That's dope, dude.
Gene Simmons is the fucking gangster.
Mm-hmm.
That dude, you got to read his books. It's so egotistical.
And
it's get you so fucking pumped to face your day. It's not
beyond egotistical.
The motherfucker, look, he's so arrogant. It makes it look like a Bible. Makes his book look like the Bible.
Uh-huh.
Fucking funny. But anyway.
So that was your number
2.
That was his 2, yeah.
So, all right. So the next 2, you guys could probably guess that it's from the 2 different bands. So number 2, believe it or not, I knew of the band. I was not the biggest fan of the band, but I got into the band because of Halloween. When I first heard Don't Fear the Reaper on the Halloween movie back in the day, in the early 80s. I heard the song, I'm like, let me hear that. I like this song. I want to go back and I absolutely fell in love with Blue Oyster Cult. To this day, I've seen Blue Oyster Cult probably more times than I've seen Kiss.
They've got a lot of songs.
My son is a diehard Blue Oyster Cult. He adores Blue Oyster Cult more than anybody. I've taken him to see Blue Oyster Cult 10 times probably.
I love that band. I mean, what are the songs? Burning for You.
But there's the big ones are not even the tip of the iceberg. Go back and dig into their catalog. It's just amazing shit. But the album that
good call, Rob.
That it came from was an album called Agents of Fortune. Voice called Agents of Fortune.
Right on,
dude.
So that to me, I mean, that's right up there with any favorite. That's like my Desert Island disc. I can listen to Agents of Fortune top to bottom forever.
Holy shit.
Go back and listen to it. If you guys have never heard it, go back and look up Agents of Fortune from Blue Oyster Cult. You guys would love it.
I will definitely do that.
You'll love it.
Right on. All right. What do you got, Joe? Number 2.
All right. So, this band is my favorite band of all time.
Nice.
And my favorite singer of all time is coming in at the top 2 spots. Slipknot, Iowa.
Wow, right on.
Oh wow,
Iowa.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey
Because
Taylor
I love
ruled.
Slipknot.
yeah, they came out in 1999. The first album, Iowa, was the second album
Yes.
and the heaviest album to date. And they're still killing it. And I literally can put that. I still put that album on from start to finish, like
Oh hell yeah.
every day, every other
Big
day.
Rob says
So-
Gene Simmons' wife is hot also. That's
She was a softcore porn from Skinamax.
that reminds me
Skinamax
of
used to rock, bro.
recasting.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
I think she appears on my recasting in 2018.
Yes. Oh, maybe.
Oh, bold.
But anyways, good one, Joe. I like.
Well, we've reached the pinnacle. What would
All
you
right.
be your number one?
A fucking drum roll, right? Okay, so backstory: the movie Halloween is my favorite movie of all time, and it's a little unfair because I never got to make that choice. Like since birth, I mean, I don't remember life without Halloween being my fucking number one favorite movie. And the only thing that had a bigger impact on me than Halloween was Michael Jackson's Thriller.
I knew that was.
I
coming.
knew
I had a
number
feeling.
one
Yep.
album of all
I knew
time,
that was number
the
one.
number
Yep.
one entertainer of all time. I mean, people can put their personal view or personal views and opinions to the side and register that this is like the greatest entertainer that ever fucking lived. And he really did stand for a good message that no one has the balls to fucking go out there and talk about nowadays, because you'll just be ridiculed. So, like he was a game changer. And you talk about like Stevie Ray Vaughan passing away. I was paralyzed for about 2 weeks when I found out he died. It was hard. But
Rob, I like Kiss either way. I go both ways. They're equally good. Kiss with makeup or without makeup. I was right there. I remember when I heard that. When I heard I heard he died, dude. That fucking crushed me.
yeah.
That did.
Yeah, they said, it's like Elvis when
Yeah.
everyone will remember where they were when they heard Michael Jackson passed away.
Yeah, and unfortunately, out of the two of you guys, I remember the day Elvis died, like it was yesterday. I can remember when Elvis died. I remember when John Lennon was shot. I remember my mother was in tears.
Wow.
She was in tears when John Lennon was shot. It was all over the news, just like Elvis. It was all over the news too. It was just crazy shit.
You gonna watch the movie?
I want to go see it. I mean, I've heard mixed review. I've heard the guy that plays him is fantastic.
Yeah, me too.
I heard Tom Hanks didn't do such a great job as Colonel Tom Parker.
Yeah.
But I'd be interested to see it.
Absolutely. It's a stay at home and watch movie.
What is
yeah.
this?
Yeah. The new Elvis biopic.
Elvis is there one?
Yeah.
Is it at theaters or like streaming?
It's
No,
in theaters. Yeah, it's out right now. We were debating whether watching that or this Black Phone movie.
It's out now?
It's
Yeah.
out in the theaters now. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the guy that plays Elvis is getting a lot of really good reviews for playing Elvis.
Yeah.
So, and Tom Hanks, not so much as Colonel Tom Parker, but this guy, from what I'm hearing, this guy is supposed to be really good.
All right.
gotta
I
put
want to see that for
He
sure.
really
Elvis
steps.
is a
He
big
doesn't
one.
look, and like I was leery because I saw the trailer, and he doesn't look a lot like him. But they said, but when you start watching the movie, you would think it's him because he just
That's
had
dope.
to. He just became Elvis. So
I like these kind of movies because just like the what do you call it, the Queen movie?
yeah.
These actors actually have a lot of good material to work with. A lot of archival footage, and like they actually get to become this person. So that's really cool to me, man. I like shit like this.
Yeah, I definitely like to see that.
Oh, I have to do this because I just realized that I just partook in a top 10 music scenario, and I didn't mention this gentleman's name. I know everybody's gonna have a bunch of like quotes.
Wait, hold that to you. Hold that because
But-
I have an honorable mention. We'll say the
so do
honorable
I.
mentions to the end.
Yeah, let's do.
I do.
Yeah.
I have an honorable mention. So your number. So you said my number 2 was. So what was your number 2, Joe? I'm sorry, we did say it, correct?
Yeah, my number 2 was
Iowa.
Iowa. Okay, Slipknot. So, Michael, what would be your number 1?
Was Thriller.
That was your number one thrill. Okay.
Yes.
We talked so much that it's starting to bleed into each other. My number one, Michael threw on his list a few numbers ago. Kiss Alive.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Changed my life. I remember it. I remember my brother came home with it in 1976. Okay, guys, I'm fucking old. I understand it. He came home with it. He borrowed it from a friend, and I remember, and I didn't know anything about it at the time. I didn't know who the fuck they were because it wasn't like the days of media. You didn't see any of this shit. And I remember seeing it. He brought it home, and my brother and I shared a bedroom together till he moved out. The house was a 3-bedroom house, and I saw that when he came home. I was like, "What the fuck is that? I have to find out what that is." And my brother went out, left the album, and of course I put it on like this little sneaky little prick that I was, and I listened to the record, and it just blew. I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck is?" And it came with the booklet with all the pictures of him in concert.
Yeah.
And the little letters that they wrote on the inside of the gatefold. And it just blew my mind. I'm like, I need to know more about this. What?
That's
the
your
fuck are
number
these guys
one
about?
album?
That's crazy.
That's my number one album, dude.
That's
Alive?
crazy.
Hands down. Changed everything for me. Game
Fuck
changer.
yes.
That's awesome.
Game changer.
Bro.
I will say this though, dude, in the honorable mention Kiss category, we've been talking about makeup versus not makeup. Revenge is a fucking next level fucking amazing album. It's one of their top two.
Probably their best non-makeup era albums, hands down. Easily their best one.
That
awesome.
Revenge is good guitar work. It was innovative for the time. It had all the new tricks from Bruce Kulick and stuff. That was great. But yes, you can't beat Alive. You can't beat Alive. Destroyer's close, but you can't beat Alive.
Yeah, so I picked. Believe me, I could have just sat here all day long and picked the Kiss albums, but I picked that one because that was, like we've talked about, our gateway drug. I saw that and it blew my mind, and that was the thing that said, I need to know more about this.
No doubt.
I need to see this, and that blew my mind.
That's awesome, dude.
I love Kiss. What you got, Big Joe? Drum roll, sir.
Drum roll. Okay. I graduated in 2005. By the way. This album this album came out in 2006, and it was kind of like an intro to something that I didn't know existed, because another band was more popular. But Stone Sour, Come Whatever May, it's their second album, and
Stone Sour's got a lot of good tunes.
Oh, dude, they got the best. The special edition, especially for this album, it's my favorite album by far.
Say You'll Haunt Me is like
this band saved my life. Let's just put it that way. So this is the album that actually introduced me to them, and then like opened my world up to Stone Sour. So Come Whatever May is my number one album in my life. Yeah, man.
Good band, man.
Absolutely. Really good. They're on a temporary hiatus right now, which I'm kind of bummed out after they released Hydrograd. But hopefully there's still hope that they can hopefully get back together, because Corey's doing Slipknot right now. So,
Rob, if I was going the GNR route, I probably would have picked I probably would have picked Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah, me too.
That I mean, nothing. No offense to Use Your Illusion 1 or 2, but like when I was in high school, 87, 88, 89, that was the big fucking album.
Yes, I remember that.
Appetite for Destruction was big. I could tell you, nobody had cameras or shit back then. I could sit there, I could show you, if I only had video of us playing in the Battle of the Bands, playing Sweet Child of Mine.
Nice.
We played Sweet Child of Mine. We played Welcome to the Jungle, and my girlfriend in high school at the time played the violin, so we did Dust in the Wind, and she played the violin part.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
so, take it back to my high school days.
I'll be honest with you. Appetite for Destruction would be number 11 in my list.
Oh yeah.
Like,
so let's.
It is very wild that Guns N' Roses didn't appear on the list. I discovered as I did it, but when I looked to see where I could put them, they didn't belong. I really had trouble too, because I wanted to put up some Second Coming by Shotgun Messiah. That's some shit no one's gonna know, but that's a good one. That's worth mentioning. But Mr. Petring, I have to say this: if I can't have a musical influence conversation of any kind without mentioning the words Buddy Holly. Buddy
yeah.
Holly
Okay.
is by
Absolutely.
far like one of the innovators. He's the classic guitar player band. He was an innovator in the recording process. He was just a great dude. I've been to Lubbock, Texas for a few days, and went around to the Buddy Holly Museum, and of course the tragedy behind that. They had his glasses taken off of his body from the wreckage in that museum, which is right next door to the drummer's house in Lubbock, Texas.
I would love to see that. I can tell you a story. My final exam for history when I graduated high school, I did a final exam on the day the music died, on all three of them.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
Richie
That was-
Valens,
yeah.
the Big Bopper.
Yep.
I'm just glad no one said Nirvana. Is it
Hey, I almost did. I almost
thank
did.
God.
Almost.
Thank God,
Almost.
Joe.
Oh well, here I did have honorable mention. You
Okay,
guys
what
have
you got?
one honorable mention. I'll throw mine out there. Now this is a fucking curveball. Honorable mention. The only person that might recognize it is Michael, and this is one of my favorite albums. Change, just incredible guitar player, singer, songwriter, Richie Kotzen, Into the Black.
Oh, wow.
I've actually never heard that one, Big Dog.
You guys want to go hear a really interesting album? Go look up Richie Kotzen, Into the Black.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible guitar work, incredible singing. I mean, Michael, do you know who Richie Kotzen is? Because he was one of the shredders back in the day on Shrapnel Records. It was Richie Kotzen. It was Jason Becker before he got Lou Gehrig's disease. And they were part of that whole, Marty Friedman, that whole shredding group of like...
Yes. And Friedman
players.
was my favorite by a long
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
That dude was insane.
And actually, my wife and I were trying to get tickets to go see Richie Kotzen because he's supposed to be playing here in September. Go check out Into the Black. Great, fucking amazing record.
That's awesome.
That's
I
my
will
honorable mention.
my honorable mention is just because I think these dudes are so rad back in the day. ZZ Top Eliminator, bro.
Nice. Oh God, it's like
ZZ Top.
I will say
good, great shit. Man, I love my band. We do Southern rock. We played tons of ZZ Top, dude.
I love ZZ Top, bro. Like for real. That's like my guilty pleasure, man. Fucking love
Nice.
ZZ Top.
Man, we could honorable mention this subject left, right, up, and down.
all day long.
All
Yeah.
day, bro.
I mean, I like Antichrist Superstar. I thought would find its way to the list. To be honest with you,
Nice.
that was a game changer for me.
Oh, yeah.
Took the shock rock to the next level. I think.
I'm surprised
Alice
Michael
Cooper's
didn't say
$1 Billion Babies. I'm surprised didn't make the list.
Oh,
I'm
I
surprised.
I fought, and I just tried to say, like, what do I listen to the most these days? I'm like Into the Black, and I turned my wife onto it. She loves it. She doesn't even like the kind of music I listen to, and she loves it.
I thought Michael was gonna say like Limp Bizkit or something.
No, hell no. This is kind of obnoxious, but if you want to hear
Dude,
what
that's awesome,
those
Rob.
influences like Skid Row and Motley Crue and Metallica and Megadeth sound like in a thrash band that came out with this music a couple years ago, you could check out my album where I sing and play guitar in
Malicide.
And you could go check out Spotify, look up Malicide, MALICIDE. And
MOUSA.
we actually had one of our songs broke 1,000. I was so impressed.
Hell yeah! It was probably me watching it or listening on repeat.
Do you know what can you guess what song it was, Joe?
Well, you already know.
It's Angel of Mercy.
Really?
Yes, that's for some reason the most popular one, and I love it, and I know the story behind it because I wrote it from the ground up, music and lyrics, but I can't tell people what these songs are about because it ruins whatever they think it's about. So I'm not going to tell anybody what I wrote it about, but that song is very near and dear to me, and it's doing pretty good. So we crossed over 1,000. We're like next level.
Nice.
Hey, don't you have a website coming pretty soon For
We got the malicide.com already, but it's a placeholder site at the moment. We're launching something massive.
Yeah, I know.
Massive.
When you do, let me know because I'll put it below so people
for sure
and talk about it.
I think that when I start actually, because I've been focusing obviously on priorities and Strickland Hale Group. You got to pay your rent and your bills.
Got to pay the bills.
And then once I found some time, now I've got that covered, so I'm in here fixing this place up, getting my systems taken care of, which shouldn't take very long. I got a great crew already. And then once I'm done here, I can focus on the Malicide shit. And when we start focusing on that, this shit's going to catch fire, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Just you can go to malicide.com and then you can actually buy the album there.
You can?
It's just, you can.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was farting around the other day and it's $15.
Or you could go on, Michael. You could message me if you want one of the CDs. I'll sign you one and send it to you for $10.
Yeah, that's
free
right.
shipping.
That's right.
Because those things, nobody has CD players anymore. Those fucking CDs all became like fancy business cards.
Hey, it could be part of somebody's collection, bro. Come on.
No doubt. And I would gladly sign one and send one off if somebody wants to give me $10. So
you should do a making of the making of the album DVD.
Well, we got a lot coming, and that's part of it. But another thing is we got a video we're doing with a handful now of celebrities that everybody knows. So it really is go big or go home with this shit. And I honestly think I'm going to attack this industry, this category, and I think I'm onto something. So I look forward to it. Aerosmith, fuck yeah!
There you go. Yeah. Was that one Vacation or something?
Permanent Vacations.
Permanent Vacation.
My favorite Aerosmith album is Toys in the Attic.
That's
Toys in the Attic is
album, but Permanent Vacation is mine.
Their best hits albums. I mean, oh my god, fucking everything.
Well, that was our top 10, and I'll be honest with you, it's we're but 2 hour, almost 2.5 hours. So we're gonna have to put a recast of 2018 till next week. My wife's called me. She's like, "I'll be going back to the party." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll make it off. I'll get off."
Oh yeah, go do your thing.
Subcategory, do a different podcast with some music. It sounds like we have a lot of shit to talk about. And you know what we didn't do, Patring? Neither of us have a guitar in our hands showing people our favorite riffs from those albums.
That would be cool to do. Absolutely.
Let's fucking do that. Can you do that? You got to amp, get all that set up?
I got all my shit right behind me. Yeah, let's do that.
When do you want to do it?
Let's work on that. Let's talk afterwards and do like a separate thing where we just do music and playing.
Like a blast.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll be up for that in a heartbeat, man. Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
I didn't realize how long we were pushing. I'm like, holy shit, it's almost 9:30. My wife's like, are you done yet? Because I have some friends, they want us to go back to the party.
Well, party, bro.
Go do your thing, bro. We got to go.
So here's the deal. You guys everybody enjoy your 4th of July weekend. Please be careful.
But real quick,
is off tomorrow. What do you got?
Order your Halloween trick or treat, Halloween 2 and Halloween 6 on michaelshorrorandpins.com.
Go do it.
Signed up. Because they told me they're planning a sellout with part 2, so I made sure I had enough for all my customers, and now I got a big bill coming. So just want to make sure that's all in order. And then of course we're gonna start doing the podcast. We've upgraded our StreamYard account, and now we're gonna start doing our podcast. Should be able to peg it over to the Facebook account as well. So which is where everybody knows where we are. So I'm assuming
with the upgrade, we could do some. You and I could talk. The three of us could talk offline. Start doing some pre-produced, pre-recorded videos too.
Right.
Now
we got a lot.
Yeah.
And we got some shit coming up with me and Joe and these conventions and traveling to these different sites and stuff. We're going next level. Just as soon as I get these guys taken care of. We're gonna start doing some real fun shit.
We got the horror film festival coming up in less than.
Next weekend, you guys are gonna be. Next weekend, they'll be live from.
That's right.
Thank
you.
Yes. So we'll do 2 hours earlier, like we did last week.
We'll be at the Vibe Center in San Antonio, downtown, off Houston Street, and 35. And this one's the Retro Pop Festival. And it's going to have two Jasons there, Warrington Gillette and CJ Graham from Park
Retro Hall. For all you fucking local San Antonians or whoever.
Yeah.
Come on out. Come
So
on
maybe
out.
I'll look up the link and I'll throw the link in the description. So if you guys want to go meet the two knuckleheads here, I won't be there, but we're going to broadcast live from there like we did the Kings of Horror last week.
Fuck yeah.
And then the Houston Horror Film Festival. I'm gonna get to meet Daniel Harris, the new what's his name, new Michael
The
Myers,
new Loomis.
name?
Hey, Joe.
Loomis,
me ask
James
you a
Ducourney,
question.
all them.
Let me ask you a weird question.
You too,
on that
Rob.
subject,
Thanks, buddy.
because I think this
appreciate
is an interesting subject for people to hear too. The if I can't make it to Houston because I have another engagement,
Sure.
would you feel confident getting my poster signed?
Oh my God, I can't carry that thing around.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Fuck that.
It's like carrying the Grail around. You're like,
bro, fuck. If something if I got jumped or some shit, nah, bro, I wouldn't be able to live with myself, bro.
Yeah, I understand. I figure it would be kind of heavy.
I would, if we're if I had like a security guard and shit, sure.
Dude, there's only
Fuck
one
that.
person that absolutely has to fucking sign this thing, and that's Kyle Richards, right? And she always does those send us your shit, and we'll
yes,
get her to
private
sign.
signings.
And I sit there thinking, no fucking way.
No way. I wouldn't send it either,
fucking
brother.
way. Not
Nope.
in a million fucking
Never
years.
fucking get that shit back, bro.
Never. Well, even if I did,
Might be
posters
beat the
are
shit.
number one thing that people
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
crush.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
I would say it's worth the drive.
I know it is. And there's
Come
some
on,
good
let's go.
people, the new Loomis and William Forsythe's the main guy I want to get.
Yeah, he's gonna be there. So I'm gonna get a lot of footage for that shit. So I just put that in there for future podcast.
We'll be there. I'll be there.
Awesome. So thanks everybody for chiming in. Rob, Rob's awesome. I love Rob.
Rob, we love
For,
you, brother.
for chiming in and chime in after the fact. Comment below. Let us know what your top 10 albums were, amongst other things that we talked about tonight. But we really hit a nerve with this one, which I really enjoyed finding out, because it's like we're all from different spectrums.
Not too different though at the same time.
No, but we also did have a lot of overlap, so which is awesome. So everybody have a safe 4th of July weekend. What's left of it. I'll talk to you two knuckleheads during the week.
Real quick, we need to think of another series that we're gonna cover outside of Jason.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
So we need to
We'll
think about that too.
because next week we only have one left. It's Freddy versus Jason. That's it.
Yeah, and then we need
Which is another shit bomb, but
So we need to get that working. So if you have any suggestions, anybody out there watching,
comment below, shoot us at something. Just let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
We threw a couple different ones out there, so
Let's think
let
about
us
it.
know.
We'll probably be doing Nightmare on Elm Street unless
That
somebody
would be
comes up with a
that'd be-
better idea. So
That would be
vote
a
on it.
logical one.
Tell
Yeah,
us what you
Nightmare on Elm
wanna
Street
hear.
or Chucky or Psycho. We can go from there, but let us know, and we'll see everybody. And everybody please have a safe next 2 days.
God bless you all. Cheers.
Love you two guys, and I'll talk to you during the week, brother.
Cheers.
bye everybody.
Where is what was my outro credits? Good night, people.